Well, here we go. Welcome to week number 2. I'm Sean Parr, and look at this amazing crew that we have here up on stage. It's so great to see you all. Before we go any further, guys, before I introduce our incredible guests, I want to thank all of you for tuning into us, because listen to this. Last week, in week number 1, how about this? Are you ready for some numbers? I'm just blown away by this. 2.9 million people tuned in. Set a record. And when you think about that, yes, that deserves a round of applause. People at home going crazy. 2.9 million people. And if you haven't registered already, do me a favor and register, because you're going to need to. We'll make it worth your while. UltimateRVShow.com. Now, I want to introduce you to these incredible people. This is Tiffany and Caleb, and we're going to get to them in just a moment. But you did something so incredibly special, and I'll tell you something. Bryce, Nellie, tell everybody, I'm bragging on you, girl.
All right.
You did something driving down here for the very first time.
I pulled our massive trailer behind our dually for 3 hours, and I parked it. I backed it up and I parked it with the help of these two, but I did it.
She did it all by her lonesome.
Wasn't as scary as I thought.
Awesome. You did a little help.
I was a co-pilot. I sat next to her as she did it all, so she did good. It's nice, but it's overwhelming at first, but then you get the hang of it. And guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff that might be overwhelming or questions you have during the show, so make sure to text RV at 46642, and you'll get connected with any RV specialist for any questions you have.
Yeah, so much going on. Caleb, Tiffany, you guys got your Class C going on?
It was absolutely amazing. We were able to pick up and pack up in like 10 minutes. Caleb already threw a fishing rod from the top of the RV.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, so great. And just a reminder again, if you haven't registered, text URVS to 46642. Tons of giveaways this week. We're so excited.
All right, UltimateRVShow.com as well. And we've got my favorite segment coming up right now. This is awesome. It is the kickoff to Couples Travel Trailer Session. Let's kick it off with Ian right now. Ian, take it away, my friend.
A toy hauler with a 17-foot garage, beautiful kitchen interior with a rock surround, plenty of seating, sleeping, party deck, backup camera. Folks, if you're looking for a toy hauler, this is one you certainly want to check out. Welcome to week 2 of the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. We're still here on the East Coast, rocking and rolling, and folks, I'm excited because we get to start with the Cherokee 294RR. And this toy hauler, I'm telling you, if you're looking for something, you have something big, you have a UTV you want to be able to put in here, you can do it. And as you'll see, I have the party deck. I can sit out here, I can relax, enjoy the beautiful sunshine, got the woods behind me. You know, this is what it's about, getting outdoors. And the party deck with the toy hauler definitely allows you to do that. As you make your way inside, you can see that I have these screen doors right here. We can drop those down. You have a center zipper, which makes it really easy to enter and exit the RV. And again, we can completely close that off. You have the screen so that we can still get the breeze in here without getting all of the bugs. And as I mentioned, folks, 17 foot from the back to the front. So if you have a few quads you need to fit in here, if you have a UTV, if you're planning on going camping, if you're planning on going hunting, this is an excellent toy hauler for it. Right back here, you have 2 big sofas. The cool thing about this, you want to talk about an easy bed to make up. Hey, there you go. You just remove the back cushion, you throw some sheets on there, boom, you have a spot to sleep. You can do the same thing on the other side. Or if you want something a little bit bigger, you have a table, and that table can drop down right here in between, giving you nearly basically a king bed right back here where 2 people can very comfortably sleep. The thing I love about this is with this big table, you know, I'll scoot it back here for just a second just to kind of show, but look how much space I have here. I mean, I can easily fit 6 people back here, and you know, we can all be back here playing a game. We can eat a meal, you know, as one big group. The table's movable. You can see in a second. I can move it over to the other sofa if I, you know, want a nice walkway. I can put it out on the back patio. I can put it outside. You want to play some beer pong? You can do that. You want a table to set up outside for, you know, to set up like a crock pot or a big breakfast for the campground? You can do that too. This table is very versatile, and I love it in this floor plan. And as I said, that is what helps make up this bed right back there. Storage up top on both sides. We'll see it a little bit more, but they did something I really like, and they went with gold accents. The gold pulls. It's something a lot more popular in the residential side that we're seeing. You know, I'm sure if you've been on Pinterest, you've seen some people's kitchens where they have blue cabinets and like the gold pulls. That's kind of what they went with, and I think it's a big upgrade over some of like the oil rub bronze, you know, kind of like a dark on dark look that I've seen some manufacturers do. Here, you can take a look at it right there. See, I think they did a good job. I think that is a great accent. And again, something a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. As far as entertainment value, you have a spot for a TV right there. Boom, drop it in. Your hookups are all right across the top. And folks, the cool thing about this is this 294RR, if you're interested in this bad boy, this one starts at $30,035, which is $7.19 a day. You know, for getting the experiences you can get in here, for getting out camping, for getting out hunting, for just over $7 a day, that is a great deal. And I know if you've been shopping toy haulers, one of the big concerns is carrying capacity. Well, this thing is right around 4,500 pounds of carrying capacity. So you definitely have enough room for your gear, for your toys, everything that you want to load up in here. If you are interested in this particular one, you're going to want to text RV to 46642 or put it in the comments section below also. If you're like, you know, Ian, I like this toy hauler, but I'm thinking maybe something a little bit different as we go through, you can still lock in show pricing. And that goes for any unit. And all you have to do is text FRESH, FRESH to 46642. For some reason, I can't spell fresh today. I don't know what's going on. And you can see right over in the main living space, you have that super slide really helping to open this space up. You have a couple windows here letting in some natural light, and this one comes with the zebra shades. And I really like these because as you can see, you can just kind of roll it up and down to control the amount of light that you want to let in. It's weighted, so it's super simple and easy to use. You have the jackknife sofa right down underneath. You know, this guy just folds right down into a bed, and if you take a look underneath there, one of the great things about a jackknife is all the storage you get. Removable armrest, so you know, that provides a little something when you're sitting there. Take it off when you're sleeping. The table, of course, can just be shifted right up here, so that way if you want like a coffee table or, you know, just a different place to eat and still have your walkway open, you can have that available too. The great thing about this is, folks, this is like a party central, right? You have all the seating in the back. You have the seating over here. Plus, you get 2 more chairs here. Both of these recline. You can kick back, relax. Again, a window there. If you want some entertainment, you have a space for a TV. So right there from the sofa, you can watch a TV. Boom, drop it in. Your hookups are right up top, and you are good to go, rocking and rolling. Let's take a quick look at the kitchen. So I like the kitchen as well. You'll see the recessed cooktop. This, of course, just folds up and back like that. Oven underneath, some storage, microwave. 12-volt compressor-driven refrigerator. We're starting to see more and more of these in the RV industry, and I personally like it. Now, to be honest, most manufacturers, started putting these in because the regular RV fridge just wasn't available, right? You know, earlier this year, there was all sorts of shortages on RV parts, on RVs themselves, right? Everything was short. So they switched to these 12-volt refrigerators in order to help with that, and so many people liked it that a lot of manufacturers kept it. Here's the other thing. You know that big RV shortage? We at Camping World, we predicted it. We were put in orders before anyone else, and folks, we have over 80,000 RVs on order. We have 20,000 on the ground currently. So if you're looking for an RV, if you're looking for a toy hauler, if you're looking for a bunk model, a rear living, or whatever it may be, chances are, no, not even chances, I can almost guarantee that we will have one in stock or have one coming. And if you want to lock in show pricing, if you're like, yep, this is the year I want to go RVing, because why wouldn't it be? You know, we know that it's the safest way to travel. We know it's the best way to see outdoors. And now everyone else is starting to learn that too. And if you're tuning in, just getting into the RV industry for the first time, you're learning that as well. And what you're going to want to do is text FRESH to 46642, and that will lock in your show pricing, not just for this unit, but for any units you see during the show. If you take a look here, folks, this is the kitchen space. So again, good countertop space. You'll see a sink top cover. You can take that off, of course. You have the undermount stainless steel sink there. Absolutely gorgeous. High-rise faucet, and I love this surround. I think this is awesome. It kind of has like the rock look to it. It really adds that beautiful kitchen element that we don't see very often in a toy hauler, especially in travel trailer. So I love the fact that they were able to do that. So we make our way up into the bathroom, because hey, this is an important piece too, right? You know, got to be able to have a bathroom you can use. You get a neo-angle shower. I'll stand in here real quick just to show you. I'm 6 foot tall, folks. Plenty of space, no issues whatsoever. You can see I have great leg space for my toilet here too. Of course, sink over in the corner, mirrored medicine cabinet, making our way up into the bedroom. Queen bed, storage on both sides, mirrored wardrobe. There's a spot for a TV as well. So if you do want TV in here, you can have it mounted. Plus, we have windows on both sides. I'm telling you folks, this one is amazing, especially that big 17-foot garage. Here's the other cool thing. Let's say you're not new, right? We talk to people just tuning in. What if you already have an RV? You know, what if you have something you want to trade in? Or, you know, let's say, and by the way, we have some of the best trade deals in the industry. But let's say you find something else elsewhere and you're like, you know what, Ian, I think, you know, I have a pretty good deal here. Why would I want the Cherokee 294 RR, or for that matter, any RV that you're seeing from you? Well, here's why. Because we will beat any competitor's deal. Folks, all you have to do is text BEAT to 46642, and right from there you can upload that deal and we will beat that deal, or we'll give you $1,000. Boom, just like that. $1,000, hand it over, you are good to go. You'll be $1,000 richer. You have nothing to lose. If you're looking to get into RVing, this is the year of the RV. This is a great time to do it here at the show because we have that show pricing. Lock in the pricing, will beat any deal. Taking a look at the outside of that Cherokee, of course, we have a power awning. Touch a button, roll that out, same thing to go right back in. You'll see a couple speakers here. Another thing I do want to point out is this mount. I don't know if you noticed, but that is the same mount that we had inside. And what that means is you can have one TV, that one that you have inside, you can pop it right out, bring it outside, drop it in place, and now you are good to go. If we take a look up front here, you'll see our front storage, good front storage compartment in there. Solar charge controller is already built in. You know, I know that, you know, so a lot of people that are taking toy haulers out and about, you're going places that probably don't have shore power. And so you want solar. You want to make sure you trickle charge your battery, and that will give you the capability to do it. Another thing I do like about this one, folks, is right here you have that smooth aluminum front, which I absolutely love. It certainly helps keep things nice and clean. Seeing as how that's most of your bug smashes are going to be, you want to make sure you are keeping that one clean. Folks, if you're interested in this one right here, the Cherokee 294 RR, this one starts at $30,035 or as little as $7.19 a day. Simply text RV to 46642 to lock in the price on this specific unit. As I mentioned, if you're looking for something else, all you're going to want to do is text FRESH. That will lock in show pricing for the entire show, and we will beat any other dealership deal out there. If you have a deal and it's pending, you're thinking this is the one, I'm telling you folks, we'll beat it, or $1,000 in your pocket, because this is the ultimate RV show national tour. This is week 2. I'm excited to get it kicked off. We have more amazing couples travel trailers coming up for you, plus a whole slew of things this week. Thanks for joining me, folks. Let's rock and roll.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs, starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today. This comparison will shock you. Did you know the average flight and week-long stay at a hotel for a family of 4 costs almost $2,300 or over $6,000 if you're traveling abroad? Rethink your travel. We have over 3,000 RVs for less than $5 a day. That's less than the cost to check your bag on the flight. See America for less. Click, call, or visit Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
In this beautiful rear living, you have a sofa in the back. You'll see dual opposing slides opening up this main living area. You have the big center island, plus another little coffee station or bar area, big pantry, and space up front. Folks, this is the 2021 Alpha Wolf 26RL-L. And this is a great rear living camper. If you're looking for something for just a couple people, you like to entertain, this one definitely allows you to do it. It's kind of a design that we've seen often in fifth wheels over the past couple years, but they're starting to bring it into travel trailers, and this is one of them, and becoming very, very popular for a good reason. And that reason is it's just a very functional setup. So you'll see in the back, as I mentioned, you have a sofa. This is a tri-fold, so it does fold out into a bed. So if you have guests and you decide, I guess I'll let them stay the night, or, as I said, maybe you're entertaining, putting a few cocktails back, they need a place to sleep, you have a bed for them right here. Of course, you have end tables there as well, so you have a spot to set your beverages down. You'll have electrical outlets on both sides, USB ports, some wall sconces, as well as lights right up top. So they did a great job of lighting up this back area. Storage across the top there as well with the fluted glass. Now, if we take a look at the windows, and you have windows on both sides as well as the back, lets in a ton of natural light, you'll notice a couple things. One of them is the treatments that they used on it are wood. So a little more residential feel than what we oftentimes get in RVs. A lot of times they'll have the big lambrequins that come all the way down, but they used wood to get that residential feel. And then you'll see the zebra shades. And I like these. We saw them in the Cherokee that we just did. But just again, kind of to show you. So you get to control how much light you want to let in. You can do that all around the camper, nice and weighted. And again, they are very simple and easy to use. As we take a look across the campside slide, theater seating, and that is directly across from the TV. You will see you have cup holders in the center as well as over to this side. And folks, once again, we're talking light, heat, and vibration. Or massage, I guess, probably sounds better than vibration, but you have heat and vibration built in, so you can just sit, kick back, put your feet up, relax, be able to watch TV. You have a nice big center console here too, which I like because, a lot of times you'll have multiple remotes. You'll have one for the TV, one for the fireplace. Maybe you want to throw like a cell phone charger or something in there. You can put all of it, just store it right in there. Windows all the way around here too. Again, letting in that natural light. Really utilizing the natural light in this RV, which is great. And again, I think they did a good job. You will see that they have kind of a little bit lighter wood here. And they didn't go quite cottage theme like a lot of manufacturers did, but it's lighter. And then you have the dark accent. And then they have the dark right here on your kitchen island as well. So they helped bring in that, and then the dark furniture too, as you can see here. And this is kind of cool. The same thing with the end tables in the back. They kind of went with like a natural wood look. You can see that, trying to give it a little more depth, a little more character than what a lot of times you would find. I like what they did with the braces here too. Again, adds some style to it. And the 4 chairs, I think, is a great thing to have over a dinette, especially in a couples model, just because it feels more residential and it gives you a little more room when you're sitting down, gives you more space, and you have plenty of room there to eat a meal, hang out with friends, play games, really whatever you want to do. Now, if we take a look at the entertainment center, so you'll see that there's storage behind the TV, big storage there, a spot for our TV, and again, just like we saw in the toy hauler, you can take this out and put it in other locations, so it's kind of nice because you don't need to have several TVs. Fireplace down below, multimedia center right there, big kitchen island. And folks, this is, again, we talk about rear living. There's a lot of rear living setups when it comes to travel trailers. And maybe this is one you love. Maybe it's not. Maybe you want a couple of chairs in the back and have a big window. That's something that's available too. And we have them in stock, folks. We have over 20,000 units in stock. We have 80,000 units that are fresh from the factory. They are hot. They are coming out of the manufacturer. They're coming to our lot so you can get something that you want. And all you have to do is text the word FRESH to 46642 or call 877-297-8725 or drop FRESH in the comments below, and that will reserve your show pricing on whatever unit you may see throughout the show. If you like this particular one, then you're going to want to text RV. The reason I say that, the reason we have different call words, folks, is because it's going to route you differently. I'm sure you've had that experience, right? Where you pick up a phone, let's say you call your insurance company, you're talking, you have to explain to one person what the problem is. Takes you to another person, you have to talk to that person, the same problem. You end up saying the same thing 3 or 4 times. We don't want you to have that experience. So, based upon what you want, we have different ways to route you correctly to get you to the best place possible, whether it's this RV or to lock in pricing for a different one. But back to the kitchen here, as I mentioned, big, beautiful kitchen island. You have the undermount stainless steel sink, kind of a darker, like the black stainless steel that you're starting to see. Really helps go with the oil rub bronze faucet. Great storage in front and underneath. There is spot for a trash can here, which is great. Pantry, I love what they did with the door. I've seen a couple manufacturers do that. They have the glass inset. Open that up. Of course, it is lit in there so you can see at night. Good storage across the top. This is kind of cool too. You have a magnetic cutting board. Take it off. Need to use it. When you're done, boom, just pops right back up. Undermount 3-burner cooktop with an oven. 12-volt refrigerator, as I mentioned. Starting to see more and more manufacturers go to this. They work great. They cool down nice and quickly. And if you have a couple deep cycle batteries and some solar, you can run that almost indefinitely. So if you're looking to boondock, that is a great option for you. AC units right above my head, has a quick dump feature, of course, microwave, more storage there. And check out this bar. As I mentioned, you're into entertaining, you want a coffee bar, margarita bar, just a fully stocked bar. This gives you the ability to do it there. Plug-ins, and then more storage right here underneath. Now what you'll see is this switch, and that switch, you will flip that. Now I would imagine it's for the fireplace and AC. It could be AC and microwave. I've seen it that way too, but I'm pretty sure it'll go between the AC and the fireplace that way, because this one runs on 30 amps. So you can kind of flip that back and forth based upon what you want to use. As we make our way up front, come on up front with me here. Take a seat on the toilet. Just want to show you the space. Porcelain bowl, folks. If you've seen my videos, you know that's a huge deal to me. Just because if it doesn't have porcelain, chances are I'm going to spend the money to put porcelain in it anyway, because I want it to be easy to clean. This is another thing I like. Look at this. Motion sensor light here in the bathroom. If you get up in the middle of the night, you know, chances are, well, maybe you're getting up to go to the refrigerator to get a snack, but chances are you're trying to make your way into the bathroom, and this just lets you see. So I love that they did that. Here in the shower, stand up here, you'll see I have plenty of space. Another thing I do like to talk about is the gray tank size on here, folks. You're looking at a 70 gallons of gray tank capacity on this coach, which is phenomenal. You know, if you're taking showers, you're, washing your hands, your gray tank is usually the first thing to fill up, and you have a lot of space in here. Linen closet built in, queen bed, storage all across the top. You'll see electrical outlets and USB ports. And if you want a spot to put a TV, boom, right there it is. You have a spot to put a TV as well. So again, folks, if you're talking rear living, this is a great option. You can see there is a secondary entrance. So if you need to get in and out, you're able to do that. But I really do like this one. A good bedroom space in here too. And then, as I said, there are a lot of rear living options. This is just one of the many different floor plans. I do like what we have outside or in the back here. If you want a different setup, there are a lot of other rear living options, not just within the Alpha Wolf line, because there certainly are, but maybe other manufacturers. And the cool thing about it is that's what we're here for, right? Lean on us. Let us help you. I know it's great to do a lot of research, go online, do your research. In fact, I do recommend it so you know what's out there. You probably, chances are you're already online because you're watching this. But lean on us to help you help narrow it down, right? There's a ton of RVs out there. We're going to go through, plenty of them for this show, and maybe you'll see something you like, and that's when you text RV. But if you're just like, Ian, I want to go RVing. It's a great time to do it. It's the safest way to travel. You can take your family, start making those memories. What's right for me? Well, we'll help you. All you have to do is text FRESH to that number, that 46642, and that will lock in your pricing, folks. That way you'll be good to go for no matter what unit you're looking at here at the show. On the back, you will see your cargo rack. This is awesome, 200-pound weight capacity on here. Drop it down. You can throw on totes. You can throw on wood, whatever else you want to back there. Spare tires attached there as well, which does make it nice and easy to access. Square tubular bumper there, so of course you have a spot to put your end cap. And if you take a look up top, you will see backup camera. That one is not prepped, folks. That is an actual backup camera on this unit. So, it's a decent sized unit. You want to be able to see as you're backing up. That gives you the capability to do so. Propane quick connect underneath. If you're like me and you like cooking outside, you love grilling, that gives you the ability to do it there. I personally love the smell of bacon when it's cooking. What I don't love is the smell 6 hours later when it's in my camper. So if I can come right out here, hook up a griddle, boom, cook bacon outside, make the whole campground jealous, and I am a happy man. If you want TV outside, I'm telling you, you can just take that same TV, boom, plop it down right in there. It's underneath an awning. You'll see there's an awning on this slide, so that way you get some shade so that the sun's not beating on the TV. Gives you good viewing angles, speakers out here, cable hookup, electric hookup, everything you need to run that bad boy. Making our way up a little bit, grab handle stairs. These MORryde stairs, folks, this is one of the coolest things they came out with in the last couple years, in my opinion. They are extremely sturdy. They fold up. You have aluminum treads. They're not going to rust on you. They're going to stay looking nice. Did I mention they're sturdy? They're very easy to get up and down, which is a big deal, especially if you have bad knees. With these, you don't get that springboard effect. You don't feel like you're going to fall. They are great. The door on here, too, is actually really cool. That is a, did you get the reflection there? That's a glass door, which is really, really awesome. It's a safety glass door. It's a tempered glass, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or anything when you shut, but it does give it a really nice look on the exterior here. Excellent material. It's not going to fade on you or anything like that. We make our way up front, a little bit of pet-friendly action here. If you have a pet, you have a spot to hook up right there. You have a built-in leash latch. And then you see up front, you have a big pass-through storage compartment. Nice large door, so you can easily slide in chairs, grills, whatever else you want to toss up there. And then we make our way up front. You'll also see this one has a power tongue jack, so hooking up and disconnecting is easy, and the 3/4 front cap. Now, folks, if you're interested in this Alpha Wolf 26RL-L, which starts at $32,945, you can pick it up for the show starting at $7.89 a day. Folks, I mean, what are you giving up? A Starbucks coffee? I mean, you get to make memories. You get to get out the safest way possible, see this beautiful country of ours, and all you have to give up is a coffee? That's a pretty darn good deal. If you're interested in this unit, folks, text RV to 46642 or call 877-297-8725 or just drop the word RV in the section below. And remember, we'll beat any deal out there.
With the Camping World Best Price Guarantee, we'll beat any competitor price by $500 guaranteed, or write you a check for $1,000.
I will never lose a deal over price, ever, and I guarantee it.
Learn more today at campingworld.com.
Sooner or later, everyone's bound to encounter someone in need. If you're one of the stopping kind, chances are it was passed down.
Hey, Mom.
Some good that you observed from early on. Call it going the extra mile or paying it forward. We just call it being good. Spend a lifetime doing good.
Thank you.
Because the next generation is watching.
Sean Parr, my good buddy Bryce, and it's so great to be with you all. Thank you so much for being with us and the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. You know what I love? That Ian is so good at what he does. He gets into details, and he really gets into stuff that goes on not just on the inside of the vehicles that you're seeing at home that you can actually buy today, right now. He actually goes to the outside and really shows everything that is so special about each unit every time we show one. That's awesome. And we have a lot to get to, Bryce.
We do. Guys, we have another giveaway that we are just stoked to share with you right now. This is for a Coleman Power Sports UT250. And we do have a winner.
They will not even let me hang out and play with this thing. It's so awesome, and we're going to give it away. By the way, we're giving away over $250,000 worth of giveaways in the next several weeks. To register, all you have to do is go to campingworld.com and what is it?
You got to comment URVS or text URVS
there you go. That's
to 46642.
UltimateRVshow.com. It's that simple to get registered. Yep. Who's the winner?
The winner is, ready for this? Connor James.
Connor James, are you kidding me? You just won yourself an incredible prize.
And again, a new friendship.
Over $250,000 in prizes that we are giving away. UltimateRVshow.com. Sean Parr and Bryce, I know you guys got that awesome fifth wheel going.
We did, Connor. We actually just got a fifth wheel that has the garage for the toy hauler in the back. We don't have a toy yet, so if our trips align.
I see what you did there. And you know, the cool thing about it is he has the kids and the family out on the road, and that's what it's all about. As a matter of fact, we're going to get into the Keystone Outback right now, and we're going to make our buddy Ian work a little bit more. So take it away.
Beautiful rear den, nice big kitchen. You'll see the solid surface countertops, the amazing dinette with bar stool, plenty of space in here, great ceiling height. Folks, this is the 2021 Keystone Outback 341RD, and I really, really like this floor plan. My good friend Chris Young likes to call the Outback a chalet on wheels, and for good reason. When you're looking at some of the premium travel trailers, the luxury travel trailers, a lot of them have started to fade out, but Outback has stayed strong, and they're definitely at the top of their game. Absolutely gorgeous, and I love this layout. For me, it's very functional. If I didn't have kids, this would be one I could certainly see myself in. If it was just my wife and myself, I like to entertain, I like to sit back and relax, and this gives you the opportunity to do it. So you'll see it's a rear den because what we have is you'll get the dual opposing slides right here, see? And that allows you to have a sofa on both sides. And these are both tri-fold, mind you, which is something, you know, that a lot of times in travel trailers you can't pull off because you can't pull both of them out at the same time. In the Outback, you can. So you have two tri-folds. So even though this is a couples model, if you have people that want to stay the night, you can sleep 4 people back here, which is amazing. And not only do you have the 2 sofas, but you'll also see right here theater seats. So this is what gives you that rear den space. It's that space to be able to sit down and relax and watch TV on your massive TV right here on the back wall. Now, because it is, you know, a big black screen, they want to make sure they let in a lot of natural light. And they did a good job. You have windows on the sides there, windows in the slides, you know, to help let in some of that natural light. These back windows do open, by the way. So, you know, if you want some of that, the breeze to come in, you do get that. Storage across the top. You can see that big barreled ceiling, which is wonderful. Underneath, that massive fireplace, which helps, you know, heat this space up. And especially in this den like this, you'll love having that fireplace. Storage on both sides. Multimedia center. That's a DVD player too, so if you want to throw in a movie, you can do that. Another thing I want to hit on, take a look at this. They went with vinyl on these slides. So we're starting to see more and more manufacturers just try to completely eliminate carpet. And so that's what they're doing here. And I personally like this, having the vinyl on the slide. It blends in pretty well. You know, this is where your feet are going to be, right? When you're sitting down, normally this would get really dirty if it was carpet. But because it's the vinyl flooring there, you know, it's going to stay nice and clean. It'll be easy to clean up, which I think, again, is wonderful. And then as we take a look, kind of moving forward, to get into the kitchen space. And folks, it doesn't stop here. I mean, there's no shortage of storage. You can see right there, you have this beautiful pantry right there. The fridge, freezer will open up over here. Take a look at that, 12 volt. So, you know, plenty of room in there, cools down super quickly. You don't have to plug it in overnight or anything like that. And if you have a couple batteries and solar, again, you can run a 12 volt almost indefinitely. And then storage up top, your slimline hood, recessed countertop, recessed cooktop, solid surface countertops all throughout. Take a look at this. Not only do you have an oven, which if you look at, take a look at the size of the oven, that's pretty good size, right? You want to cook a casserole or something in there, you can do that. But you also get this, you get storage underneath. And just in case you didn't have enough pantry, boom, there you go. A spot for a lot of your canned goods, whatever else you want to toss in there. One of the other things I really like is what they have done with the dinette. I think this is very innovative. I've seen one other manufacturer do something very similar, but I personally really enjoy this. So you have the your standard bench on this side, but then you'll see you have kind of this more decorative one on the other side that you can kind of pull in and out. For travel, this just goes right up front in your front wardrobe. There's a spot to lock it down and everything. But I think this is great. If it's just the two of you, look, you have a great sized table, 2 people, good to go. If there's more, boom, this slides out, you have a leaf, you get that extra space, now you can sit 4 people here, and so you still have a spot where you can sit and play games. You know, if you don't want to sit in the main living area, you have the table space here too. So, you know, again, I think they did a great job with this layout. And then taking a look over here, look at that countertop, beautiful, solid surface countertop. You will see the tile inlaid behind it there, the you know, kind of the subway tile look, again, taking a lot of residential trends. And that's something Outback does very well. Now, if this isn't for you, if you say, you know, Ian, I don't like the white subway tile, I don't really care for this layout, that's okay, folks, because, you know, as I mentioned, there are a ton of RVs out there. We have over 20,000 in stock now. We have 80,000 coming in straight from the manufacturers. We have more inventory than anyone else in the nation. So if you're looking to get an RV, all you have to do is text FRESH. And that text number is 46642 to be able to lock in the show pricing. And here's the other cool thing. Let's say you do like this one. Let's say you've been out shopping and you say, you know what, Ian, I love the Outback 341 RD. I got a price from one of your competitors, and I'm going to tell you it's a pretty good price. And I'll say, that's awesome. But you know what? We can beat it. And so what you can do is you can text BEAT to that same number. That's BEAT. We will beat that deal, or you will get $1,000 in your pocket. So if we can't beat it, great. You still got a great deal from a competitor, you know, another dealership, and you have $1,000 in your pocket. You have nothing to lose, folks. Right up there, you see wine rack, more storage there. I love this thing. Moving our way up a little bit. Even the doors, right? You know, you talk about luxury, you talk about quality, and a lot of times for me it's the little things, and they could have just left this one big blank panel, but I like that they, kind of have some raised paneling in here. It just gives it that extra aesthetic piece that I think it should have. Your box here is framed in, your control panel, thermostat, of course, for AC as well as furnace. Everything is ducted as you would expect. Making our way into the bathroom. Nice big linen closet. I don't know if you can get in there. It's a little tight, but you get a big linen closet right there. And you have that top and bottom. As far as shower, neo-angle shower. I'll stand in here, folks, with that. Ceiling height, I'm 6 foot tall. I mean, look at how much ceiling height I have. I can go all the way to the wall, and I'm still not maxing it out. As you would expect, porcelain bowl, right? Nice and easy to keep clean. You have a big sink over here. Making our way up into the bedroom. You know, it doesn't stop. The amenities don't stop, folks. We can make our way up into this bedroom, and what you'll see is you have a slide-out bed here. So a ton of space. That slide-out really helps. You get the accent wall up front. Take a look at the wardrobe. Again, something you normally see in like a fifth wheel with your hanging space right over there. And you guessed it, folks, you have washer and dryer prep. Now, that's one of those things, if you're looking for it, a lot of travel trailers don't have washer and dryer prep. This is one of them. But that's why we're here to help, folks. You know, we know which campers have washer dryer prep, and if you say, Ian, that's something I want, great, reach out to us. Text that fresh number, and that'll not only lock in your pricing, but it'll get you in touch with one of our specialists. They'll be able to help narrow that down for you. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff out there. We want to make sure that you get something that's going to work for you. And when you text that fresh and lock in that pricing, again, we'll be able to help you navigate through and find the perfect RV, the one that has the washer and dryer prep, that has the features you want. Maybe it has a freestanding table and chairs. Maybe it's a dinette. We don't really know. What we do know is that once you call, we'll be able to narrow that down and help you out. Taking a look at the outside, and man, you think, wow, Ian, that's beautiful inside. How can we top it, right? Well, Outback does a great job. We're talking outside. There's definitely a lot of things to love out here. We'll start on the back. No pun intended, Outback, right? Right up top is your backup camera prep. Of course, you'll see your ladder to be able to climb up onto the roof. You'll also know, this is something I like. Something minor, right? I talk about little things right here. You have your 50 amp plug-in right on the back. Why do I like that? Because chances are, if you're plugging in, most of the time the post is in the back of the campsite or toward the back. This makes it a lot easier. Fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly. If you're looking to do some four-season camping, this one has the ability to do it. Square tubular bumpers with end caps. So you have a spot in which you can store your sewer hose, so you don't have to store it up front with everything else. The jacks here are phenomenal. I will get to that in a second, but I will tell you this. This one has auto level. Auto level on a travel trailer is something that is very, very rarely seen. To my knowledge, Outback's the only one that uses that BAL auto level system because it's a little bit more expensive and most manufacturers don't want to do it. But if you want to make camping easy, folks, that right there is what does it. We'll see more of that in just a second. Beautiful aluminum alloy wheels, not going to rust on you. You'll see the large awning with LED lights built in, so that way you can just pop that out, have light on your campsite. You have the LCI solid step here, aluminum treads. Again, nice and, like the name implies, very solid. Folks, and I'm sure maybe like some of you at home, COVID hasn't been the most friendly to me. 2020 was a tough year, and I put on a little weight right here in the midsection. And me being 220 pounds, I can still hop up and down on this thing, and the steps don't flex. That's a pretty big deal, right? Especially if you have bad knees. Being able to get up there nice and easy, those solid steps make it wonderful. As you would expect, a fully laminated sidewall, some outside speakers, TV hookup if you want a TV. Take a look at this. Spot to hook up a grill, propane, boom, right up front. Nice and easy to access. I love this as well. You normally don't have a huge pass-through on this RV, right? Because we have that big wardrobe. They tried to maximize that bedroom space. So what they do instead, they gave you this drawer. So normally, the stuff in the middle, you can't get to. It's super hard to get to in a pass-through. You have to crawl in there or use something to hook it. With this drawer, it's really easy just to be able to pull in and out. Anything you have, it's a little bit longer. If you break down your fishing poles even, want to put them in there, you can do that. Why not? The golf bag might fit in there, maybe one. Never know. It's worth a shot, right? Making our way up front, this is what I was talking about right here, folks. This is the BAL. As I mentioned, this is a auto level system. You can see right here is the controller for that. So you literally turn it on, hit a button, this will level itself out. It will use this tongue jack as well as the jacks around the camper to do so. And if you really want to get out and enjoy camping, you want to be able to sit down and relax, this makes it so much easier. And of course, because it is a power tongue jack, it's nice and easy to hook up and disconnect from the tow vehicle there. You get your nice big 30-pound propane tanks. This is one other thing that I have to hit on, and that's the fact that Outback is one of the few manufacturers and travel trailers that still use a full front cap. And what I mean by that is a lot of manufacturers have gone to a 3/4 cap, right, where it comes in right here and the seam is on the corner. If you look, this comes all the way around to the side, and what that means is less chance for water to get in, because water would have to work its way back in and then around. When you have the seam up front, that water's beating on it when driving in the rain or when it's raining. Right there, that makes it so much better to prevent water intrusion, also add some insulation value up front. We're seeing as how that's your bedroom. That is definitely something you want. Folks, I'm telling you, if you're looking for, as my good friend Chris likes to say, a chalet on wheels, Outback is a great option. This is the 341 RD. If you're interested in this one, you're looking at starting at $42,645, and that's as low as $10.21 a day.
Introducing RV123 by Camping World, the only way to buy and take delivery of your new RV, all from the comfort of your couch or camp chair. To buy your new RV the easy way, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, shop till you drop. Find your perfect RV online at campingworld.com and schedule a live virtual walkthrough with one of our RV specialists. Step 2, make it mine. Discuss financing options over the phone with a Camping World finance expert. All paperwork handled via mail. Prepaid envelopes are provided. Step 3, let's go camping. Take delivery of your new RV at your home or campsite. Our certified delivery specialist will provide the same high-quality walkthrough that you would receive at a Camping World dealership. There's a whole new way to buy an RV. Get your RV the easy way with RV123 by Camping World.
From sunup to sundown, we are designing your next big adventure, building your family vacation, delivering your memories that will last a lifetime. We know it's more than just an RV, which is why we are working around the clock to bring over 80,000 RVs fresh from the factory to our stores, to your driveway or campsite. Built by Americans for Americans and starting at less than $5 per day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today.
Coming in at just 29 foot long with a nice big sofa in the back, slide out U-shaped dinette helping to open up the living space, walk-through bath, and the bedroom up front, folks. This is the 2021 Forest River Grey Wolf 23MK. There's a lot of reasons that I like this floor plan. One, if you're looking for something a little bit shorter, as I mentioned, this one comes in at 29 foot. Now, I know that may not be short, but you know, sometimes staying under that 30-foot mark can help depending on where you're going camping. And for weight, it tips the scales a little over 5,000 pounds dry. So you may not necessarily have to have a half ton to pull it. Maybe you have a larger SUV, and then you are capable of pulling this one. The thing I also like about it, though, is that they changed up the layout a little bit. It reminds me of a 27RL. There's a lot of different manufacturers that make that floor plan where you kind of have, you know, 2 rockers in the back, and then you slide out here, TV up there, kitchen, right? It's all that is very similar, but they kind of shrank it down a little bit. So it fits a little bit shorter floor plan, and I think they made it work. I think this is very functional. We'll start here on the back. And as I said, you have a sofa. So it is a jackknife style sofa. Of course, one of the great things about a jackknife, folks, is if you take a look underneath, look at all that storage you get. There is a ton of storage there. So if you have some larger items like, well, extra bedding for one is a good one to put in there. You have a spot for it. You'll see end tables on both sides. So if you're sitting here with a beverage, watching TV, you can have your old fashioned sitting right here, just kicking back and relaxing. Of course, windows all the way around, that nice big window on the back. You have side windows, those do open. Zebra shades in here too. And, you know, with this segment, you'll see a lot of things that are very similar. We've seen some zebra shades. When we take a look in a bit in the kitchen, you'll notice the pulls are the nice gold pulls. And that's because 3 of the units we've done here are under the Cherokee line. With the Cherokee Toy Hauler, we have the Alpha Wolf, now we have the Grey Wolf. And they all fall under the Cherokee name, so they use a lot of similar things, right? The things that are working, and it makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't you? The Zebra shades are great. As I said, they're honestly probably one of my favorite shade systems. They work super well, and I think they look nice. And just that weight of it really, again, makes the use of it simple. The gold pulls, I mentioned how much I liked those. You can see them again. They have them right here, that dark wood, kind of that I don't know, I guess maybe it's like a copper gold pull, but I really like it. I think it's, again, something different, and I think it's a good type of different. U-shaped dinette in the slide out. This is great, right? In a floor plan this size, normally, you might not have a slide out here. Maybe you will, but the thing I like about this is it's a big U-shaped dinette, which gives you space for guests, not just to sit and hang out and play games and eat, but also a place for them to sleep. And I don't know about you, but when I go camping, I'm all about family and friends, right? For me, that's really what it's all about. I get out, we get to go bike riding. We're getting rid of electronics for the most part. Now, yes, we have a TV and we may watch it on a rainy day. If that's something that you want to do, you have the capability for it right there. Of course, fireplace underneath makes it look nice, helps keep things toasty. But for me, I want to sit here. I want to play games together. I want to play board games. I want to have meals together. If I have friends that are camping next door, I want them to be able to come in, and I still like to entertain. I talk about that. My wife and I love to entertain, and that's one of the reasons I really love camping. You get to get away. You get to have those one-on-one moments that we just don't get to. We're so busy in our lives, we miss out on it, and this really helps just bring all of that back together. This does, again, drop down into a bed. So, I also, it's no mystery, if you know me, I like to drink a little bit too. So, if I have some guests and need to stay the night, this gives them the ability to do that. I can easily sleep one adult here, two if it's a couple, they want to snuggle up, we're good to go. And in fact, folks, if you love this floor plan, you're like, yes, this is the one for me, you're just going to want to text RV to 46642, and that will, lock it in for this unit. Not only lock in your pricing, but it'll route you. So, to make sure that this is the one you want, so you don't have to jump through all the hoops of telling everyone. Or let's say you want a different rear living layout. Let's say you want the 27RL I talked about with the seats in the back, right? A little bit bigger slide, get a sofa in here as well. We have them in stock. No doubt about it. We have 20,000 on the ground, 80,000 coming, and all you have to do is text FRESH. FRESH, that 46642 number, or you can just leave it in the comments section below on whatever platform you're watching on. Just type FRESH, good to go, or you can always call. If you like to pick up a phone and call, I understand. I like to call too. That's 877-297-8725. Let us help you. As I mentioned, that TV, the fireplace, storage underneath, multimedia center. Speaking of storage, and I showed you the pull, but take a look at this, right? Super simple and easy to open. Now, it's not on any glides or anything. It just kind of sits. So as you saw, it's a little bit, rough opening because it's just wood on wood. But take a look at the storage that allows. You couldn't do much with drawer guides because they wouldn't be able to handle the weight. If you had a bunch of weight out here, the guides would pop out. But with this, you can load that down. You can have more weight in there. It gives you more storage. I personally like what they have done. Take a look across the way is the kitchen. You have upgraded countertops. It's like a thermofoil countertop, like a heat pressed, and what that does is it eliminates the T-mold. So you don't have a bunch of water coming in right there, right? Or have it pop off or anything like that. It stays looking nice. Undermount sink. With this style of countertop, it allows you to undermount the sink, which I really appreciate. It's a nicer look, helps keep things cleaner. That beautiful kind of almost gunmetal stainless steel sink with the oil rub bronze, high-rise faucet, little soap dispenser, or these days, right? Maybe, little hand sanitizer, antibacterial or something. Pump it in there, right? Nice and easy. Be able to do that before you leave, making sure you're safe. Folks, that's one of the things we're big at Camping World too. We know that RVing is one of the safest ways to enjoy time with your family. You get to get out, right? You get to travel. You get to see the nation. It is a very safe way to do it rather than taking a plane or train or whatever else it may be where you're packed in with a bunch of other people. But also on top of that, right? Things like this really make it easy, having that sanitizer. And we bring that line of logic into our stores as well. If you want to go into a store and you want to shop right there on the lot, as I mentioned, with the over 20,000 pieces of inventory on the lots, we'll make sure you're safe. We'll make sure everyone's masked up. We'll make sure you have the hand sanitizer because, again, we want to make sure you experience RVing the safest way possible. Got some storage right up top there, the fluted glass. You can see, again, you kind of have those pulls that I love. Microwave, slimline hood. This is pretty cool. We saw this in the other one, but if you're just tuning in, you can see right there, you have a magnetic cutting board. Take it off, boom. Now you have a cutting board here. You can do your work. And then when you're done, whoop, the magnets, there we go. Boom, just like that, sticks right back up there. Undermount, 3-burner cooktop. This folds up and back like so. The knobs do light up, oven underneath. And then as we've seen in the last couple, you'll notice that 12-volt refrigerator. And you'll see this one has the compressor driven again. And when we go outside, you'll also notice this one has solar already built in, which is really cool, especially with that style of fridge. And open this up, linen closet in the bathroom here, more storage underneath, shower. That's one of those things we're starting to see more of too. As more manufacturers are starting to go to the 12-volt refrigerators, they know that, you know, people want boondocks, so they want to make sure they have that solar. You'll see here, good height here, folks. With this skylight, I'm 6 foot tall. I can stand in here. Without it, you know, I'm kind of topping it out, but with it, I get some pretty good space. Now, this is a walk-through bathroom, so your sink and toilet, and you get a little bit of extra storage right over there. If you can take a peek, you can kind of see that. And you do have plenty of leg room when you sit on the toilet there. And then when we come into the bedroom, I'll just kind of show you this. You'll see the queen bed, storage on both sides there. You have emergency exit for the window, another window across the way. And if you want a TV, it's that same style. We have a TV mount right there, so you can just take that whole TV arm from your main living space, drop it right there in the bedroom if you want to watch TV at night. So that does make it very portable, which is great because you don't have to have multiple TVs. If you want multiple, great. Maybe you have one in the living room and then, you know, one in the bedroom. And if you want to take one outside, well, you can do that too. And as we make our way outside, you can see the steps right here. Those are the MORryde solid steps, and they are, the MORryde step above step system. They are very solid, aluminum treads, grip tape. You'll see they have the little cutout right here. It's kind of a fancy look. You have the tempered glass door as well, and I like this too. They put the Grey Wolf emblem right on the bottom. The grab handle, of course, makes it easier to get in. And then when we come around to the back, square tubular bumper. Looks like we have an extra cap there. If you want the cap, I'll throw it in for free. You're welcome. You will see the 200-pound weight capacity right here on this guy. Drop that down. You can throw totes on there. You have a tire attached to it. Up top is backup camera. You know what? That's not prep, guys. That is an actual backup camera that's on there. As I mentioned, this one has solar. It has backup camera. Those are some of those things that normally you would have to pay for afterward. And then look at this. This is one of my favorites right here. Outside refrigerator for beverages, condiments, whatever else you want. Outside shower and an ice maker. This one for me is big. I don't know if I mentioned this inside, but I like to have a few cocktails when I camp, and this allows me to do it nice and easy. I'm sitting outside hanging out with my boys. I'm going to just pop in there, grab some ice, mix up a few drinks, and, you know, everyone's happy, right? Dropping down, this is one of those things that is very, very minor, I guess you could say, but something I really enjoy. And that, right, is this right here. It's your little tire minder, right? And what this does is it tells you if your tires are at proper pressure, if they're underinflated. If it's green, you're good to go. If that changes to red, you need to add air to the tire. Again, super simple. It probably costs the manufacturer $0.25, but I love that they put them on there because that's one of those things where you have an issue. A lot of people have issues, right? You have a blowout, boom, tire pops. That's a problem, right? That's going to cause some damage. Not only a headache for you, hopefully you have good SAM insurance, you know, roadside, so they can come take care of you. If not, I definitely recommend getting it. But those right there will, again, hopefully help prevent a blowout, and it's just something simple and great to have. We talked about TV. There you go. There's a mount, right? Just take it from inside, boom, pop it in outside. You're good to go. A couple speakers. You have your hookups right there for it, so you're rocking and rolling. That, of course, is underneath this power awning, so you have that coverage, so the sun's not beating down on this screen, so you're able to see it. Take a look. Also underneath there, you will see propane quick connect, folks. You want to do some grilling. You know, it's a good way to do it, right? You have the TV right here, you're grilling it up, watching the game, whatever else is on. Maybe you're watching soap operas in the middle of the day, I don't know. You can do it, but you have the grill right there, or the propane quick connect to hook up that grill makes it simple. Coming up front here, you will notice the big storage up front as well as that solar controller. As I mentioned, this one does have the solar controller, and there is a roof-mounted solar panel. It already comes with it. So if you're looking at a great deal, folks, if you want to be able to get into RVing, this one starts at $24,215, which is starting at $5.98 a day, under $6 to get out, start making memories. You have the awesome fridge, the great layout, the solar up top. Don't miss out. Text RV to 46642.
Camping World is the one-stop shop for all your outdoor essentials. Shop chairs and side tables starting at only $9.99 and patio lights starting at $10.99. Grills for only $9.99? Who knew travel could be so easy? Your vacations just got a little brighter, a little tastier, and a little cozier. See America for less when you shop at Camping World.
One of the things you're going to need when you have a couple's RV is leveling system, right?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You can't RV without leveling.
Well, right, because then your fridge is off, everything else is off. You feel like you're, like you have vertigo, walking all weird, you're going to fall down.
Absolutely.
It's true. After like a few years of full-time RVing, I feel like I have an internal leveler where I could just just look out. I'm like, yeah, we're a little to the left.
Well, because we have that little bubbler, that little bubble level. So we're staring at intently, at least the first, I would say, couple months that we were full-time RVing. We're like, no, a little left, a little right. No, a little left.
Little
and
left,
then we
little right, little
had
front,
the
little back.
hydraulics. So we're
Okay.
I'm like, sometimes we'd have to start way over because, it goes left and right. And we're like, oh no, okay, back to plan A, all the way back down.
Start completely over, drop it all the way back down.
When we
Refresh.
say that it really tests your marriage, it's little things like that where I'm staring at a leveler screaming left, right, and he's trying to go, So it's hysterical.
Someone's got the joystick. Someone's got the megaphone. Well, you're making it work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we have a lot of great leveling products, here at Camping World. And there's a lot of different options. You start to look at levelers. I mean, you have things like curve levelers. Some of my favorite are actually right over here, which are the Camco, the Stack. Because it's everything in one, right? It has the handle. You have the whole leveling block system. You can get the 2x2s, the 4x2s. Now, the 4x2 systems, right, they're going to be a little bit bigger, and those are mainly meant if you have, like dualies, right, like on the back of a lot of your motorhomes. But I've actually used those before, too, because you can build them up. So if you're in a really unlevel place and you have the 4x2s and the 2x2s, they all stack together. And so you can stack one side up pretty high if you have to.
We call them the adult Legos.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, we love it so much. And the chalks as well, I think, is something that a lot of times is hit or miss. You know what I mean? It does help give you peace of mind if it does roll forward or backwards or anything. So
yeah. For a safety standpoint, you should always use wheel chocks. I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people use a piece of wood. And it's at your own discretion, I guess, at your own risk.
At your own risk.
They're cheap enough. They're small. You can just throw them in your pass through. But as far as leveling, like I said, I personally like the big stack. It's very easy to carry. What do you guys use currently?
we use the blocks.
Adult
You're right.
Legos.
It's just easy to be able to really, add 3 on one side, 2 on another, and like give or take. So it's really the all-in-one.
So as you're walking around the campsite, you're kind of checking out other people's leveling systems, how they're
See what
doing
they have
it,
going
right?
on. Yeah.
I see some people jack their RV up off the ground using these. Is that how you're supposed to do it?
Absolutely not, Caleb. And I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of like the systems, right? Especially the hydraulic, even some electric systems on your motorhomes, they're strong enough to lift it up off the ground. But if you look in the manual, it will tell you absolutely not to do it. And for a lot of different reasons. So from there, you have a couple different options. You can kind of level it out. You can use the blocks. But no, please don't do that. As far as the leveling items, though, folks, we do have a ton of items in stock. All you have to do to get a discount is text CAMP to 46642 or drop it in the comments section below. This beautiful, lightweight front kitchen model comes in at 25 foot 11 inches, so under 26 foot, little under 5,300 pounds dry. And not only do you have that beautiful front kitchen and entertainment space, but we make our way back into the bedroom with a side aisle bath. So folks, if you're looking for something a little bit shorter, you want to stay under that 26 foot footprint, this is an excellent option. And this, of course, is the 2021 Forest River Rockwood Mini Lite 2506S. And as I mentioned, I love this one for being kind of our anchor, right? Wrapping up the couple's RVs. Because I feel like this is kind of what a lot of people want. It's, has nice amenities. It gets you out camping. It has a lot of excellent features on it that will help keep you out camping as well, like the shower miser and solar prep, which we'll get to in just a little minute. Also has big tanks. This one has a 58-gallon fresh tank which is big. A lot of times you be at that 30-gallon mark, especially for a travel trailer this size. You also get a 60-gallon gray tank and then a 30-gallon black. But let's kind of start right here in the entertainment area. We'll make our way around the kitchen and then head back. So one of the things you'll see here, and again, like I said, we're starting to see more and more of this, is the 12-volt fridge. And as I mentioned, it makes sense in here. You know, if you want to do some boondocking, you'll see when we go outside that this one comes with a double battery box already installed. So they expect you to put 2 batteries in here. You have that solar prep, you throw some solar on here, and you're running that bad boy indefinitely. You're doing some excellent boondocking. AC right up top. Now for this one, folks, you are, of course, going to need either a generator or shore power, but it does come with it. So if you do plug it in, you can stay nice and cool. You'll notice your multimedia center up top, a charging port. I like this as well. Plug in some cell phones, you have a net, boom, drop it in right there. TV with soundbar underneath, more storage, and then the fireplace. And here's what I love about this. You know, it's just the two of you. You go out, you kind of want to escape, you relax. And, you know, if you want to be outside, you want to enjoy nature, you certainly can, right? That's one of the reasons we go camping. But also, I like this too, right? Just, you know, just sitting here with your partner, holding hands, you know, maybe watching TV, and you just have this nice, cozy space. And as I said, coming in at under 26 foot, with the high-end amenities this one has, I really do like the Rockwood Mini Lite line. When we talk about high-end amenities, I mean, look at the theater seating, for example. So, you know, not only are these power theater seats, but you'll also see right here that you have USB ports and a standard 110 receptacle. So if you need to plug in something a little bit heavier duty, you're able to do that. You know, maybe you want to blow up like an air mattress or something in here, you want to use that, go for it, go crazy. You'll see some cup holders there too. But let's say you want to snuggle up a little bit more. Boom, just like that. Now you have a little bit more of a sofa and you can snuggle up, and I'm telling you folks, this is very comfortable seating. They both do recline, so you can kick back and relax there. You will see all around me, you have window space. The side windows in the slides do open to get that cross ventilation, that cross breeze. And then right up front here, as I mentioned, this one is the front kitchen. And folks, if you're loving what you're seeing, you like the Rockwood Mini Lite, simply text RV to 46642 to lock in the pricing on this one. Or if you're just looking for any RV, whether it's the Mini Lite, whether it's a couples model, whether it's a bunk model, toy hauler, motorhome, we have plenty more coming. If you're interested, you're going to want to text FRESH to that 46642 number, because that will lock in your show pricing for any of the units that we show here at the show. As we look at this front kitchen though, beautiful solid surface countertops. You know, just because you're camping doesn't mean you have to rough it. And a couple's coach like this, that is certainly the case. You're not roughing anything here. I love this. And because it is solid surface, a true solid surface, that definitely allows for an undermount sink. Dual equal stainless steel bowl. And I like the solid surface for a couple reasons. One is just it looks a lot nicer. Two, it's easier to keep clean from a number of standpoints. One, if you have crumbs up here, boom, you just sweep them right into the sink. But two, if you have a top mount sink, you have a lip all the way around. And what happens is you go to, you know, wipe, or a bunch of crumbs and dirt and everything start to form around that lip. Here, it is much simpler to keep clean. The back side of this, of course, is a cutting board. One piece of advice I always give people is just to use one side, right? You know, don't necessarily use both sides, because then both sides will have knife marks. But if you just use the one side, then you can flip it back over and you will always have one side that looks nice. You'll also see your drying rack there. If you put both of them on, makes for great prep space. Big window up front too. I love that, you know, especially if you're sitting here, you know, if you're doing dishes, you're preparing food, you get, you know, nice view out the front right there. Lets in a lot of natural light. Electrical outlet off to the side to plug in any other appliances, maybe a coffee maker, and you can see there's plenty of room there for it. And then plenty of storage. You can see storage all the way across the top, from the cubby hole all the way over. You have big pantry storage going down the front here, another electrical outlet, storage all the way underneath. So lots of kitchen storage, which, you know, in a camper that is under 26 foot, that's definitely a big deal. You'll also see the Magic Chef cooktop and oven. It is a recessed cooktop. You, of course, just fold this guy up and back. You'll see some slots right back there if you want to toss some knives in there. It's a good spot for it. And then as we drop that down, you will see your oven. So if you have some items that you want to bake, you have the ability to do so. Nice big drawer underneath that. Worth mentioning a couple things on the door here. One is that you have a window. So if you plan on spending some time in here, excuse me, maybe you want to open that up, let some light in, or, you know, if someone comes and knocks on your door, you can see see who it is. And also you have this screenshot, which is pretty cool, and I can show you that when we go outside. But basically what that does is that the screen will close itself, so that way you don't have to worry about it. Just a nice little extra feature. Making our way on back, thermostat will be located right here. That will be both for your ducted AC as well as the heat. As we make our way into the bathroom, foot flush lever toilet right here in the corner. And you can see I have pretty good leg space. You know, when the door is shut, I have more than enough room. Plenty of space here in the shoulders as well. The shower itself, neo angle. Let me take a step in here and just kind of show you the size. So there you go. See, plenty of room. Now, one of the things that are cool here is that this one has the shower miser on it. And essentially what that is if you see this little elbow right here, this is blue. And what will happen is, you know, if you are doing some boondocking, right, it takes a little bit of time for your shower to get hot. And so you waste a ton of fresh water waiting for that to heat up. But with this system, this is basically a recirculation. So it will recirculate it back into the fresh side until this turns white. And that means your water is hot. And so now you can flip this switch and now you have hot water. So that's awesome because that will, you know, that can increase your tank capacity on your fresh and gray tank by up to 40%. If you think about it, right? Because otherwise you're just wasting fresh water. So you're emptying that tank out faster. And then it's going into the gray tank. You're filling up that tank faster. And all you're doing is waiting for hot water. So that is a really cool system for anyone that likes to boondock. You can see mirrored medicine cabinet there, sink, countertop, electrical outlet, storage down below. And folks, things like that, right? Like the shower miser, that's one of those things that, you know, if you're shopping online or, you know, if you're, you know, just go to a dealership, that might be something you miss. But that's why we're here, folks. That's why we're here to help. We have product experts that are ready to help you find the RV for you, explain some of the differences between one or another, make sure we're able to find the perfect one for you. All you have to do is text that keyword, that fresh, or give us a call, 877-297-8725. Lastly, before we head outside, I do just want to show you the bedroom real quick here. See the queen bed right there in the center. You have nightstands on both sides, wardrobes up top, more storage, plus storage here in the corner and space for a TV. You know, and the cool thing about this, it reminds me a lot of a motorhome floor plan, right? A lot of times in a motorhome bedroom, this is what you'll have, is kind of this style of setup. And it's something you don't find very often in a travel trailer, but in a floor plan like this, I honestly think that it works. Let's head on outside here, and we'll take a look at some of the outside features, because there's a lot on the outside too. So you'll see a couple things. One, if you notice, right as I walk down, I have this grab handle. And that's a big deal for people that have bad knees. You know, I know my grandma, bless her heart, you know, she likes to come camping with us once in a while. And I love that she does. But, you know, it's hard for her to get up and down stairs. And this right here is a lifesaver. You know, she can kind of take some steps down, control it, and I can help her on the way down. That's a big feature. Plus, you have the upgraded steps right there, the MORryde step above steps, aluminum treads. Spot to hook up a TV outside if we want TV outside. You can take that TV, boom, pop it in right there. You have this rail system, so if you want to hook up like a griddle, this one does come with a griddle. You can pop it in right there, good to go. You're cooking it up no time. You have a 2-burner cooktop over here, so you got all sorts of options. Not sure why they went with the white fridge, to be honest. I'm not sure if this was intentional or if black was just out. But, you know, hey, a fridge is a fridge. You know, it can be neon pink, and I'd still like it out here, right? It'll still hold my beer, keep my beer cold, throw some condiments in there. I am good to go. Making our way around back, you'll see the square tubular bumper with end caps. Gives you a great spot to store a sewer hose. And if we drop down underneath, you will see this guy right here. Pop that out, and this is a 2-inch receiver, can hold up to 300 pounds. So if you have a bike rack or a storage rack or something you want to stick in there, it's a great spot for it. Spare tires mounted back here, super easy to get to. Of course, rear mounted ladder for the fully walkable roof. You can get up there for any kind of maintenance. Backup camera prep. This I absolutely love. How often do you see this in the back of a travel trailer? That's right, almost never. Until now. This one has it, and this is an awesome storage bin. As you can see, you can fit a ton of stuff in here. Even some larger items. You know, if you want to take this hunting, you can fit some rifles in there. You can fit some fishing poles in there if you're going fishing. Just all sorts of storage right there in the back, and I love it. Of course, some of our hookups for cable and satellite, as well as fresh water. Making our way back up around the front, you can see the power awning, large power awning with an LED light. Couple outside speakers there as well. If we take a look at the tires, let me hit these real quick. Aluminum alloy tires. And again, you can see the little caps on there, which are great. And then if we come right over to this side, solar prep, as I mentioned. So you'll have outside solar prep right there. Some storage. There's our griddle. I told you I had one, wouldn't lie to you. Last thing I want to touch on is right up front, folks. Talked about having 2 batteries, right? Especially if you want to be able to run that fridge inside, have a little more time on it. This allows you to do it right there. Nice big propane tanks with the outside cover here, so it looks great. And you'll also see your power tongue jack. So that way you can just flip a button, hook things up nice and easily. Really makes life simple. Folks, if you love this one, if the Mini Lite 2506S is for you, this one starts at $32,945, which is as little as $7.89 a day. Sleep up to 3, nice perfect camper for a couple. And folks, this wraps up the campers for couples, but if you're interested in any of these, make sure you text FRESH and lock in your savings.
Hi, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and here's our tips on how to stay connected on the road.
And 9-10 years ago, we bought a used Class B and started a blog. And lo and behold, it took off. People started to read it, and then we went to YouTube, and then we started the podcast, and we now have like about 750,000 people in our community that follow us. Now, we depend on the internet. We do all of our work from the internet. We're podcasters, we do videos, we do blogs, we send our photos in, and we could not work from the road if we didn't have internet connectivity. So it is important to stay connected, and it is so easy now. The first thing that we want to recommend to everybody, if it's that critical to you, is redundancy. And what that means is have another network that you can access the internet through. We use 2 networks. They're competing networks, but that way we're pretty sure that wherever we go, if one network has bad coverage, the other one almost always has good coverage. And that has saved us so many times in the past. I think of the time we were in the Florida Everglades and we had no internet connectivity, and I flipped on the other section, and bam, it was like 5 bars, and we had great connectivity. So have 2 systems. If it's that important to you, yes, you have to have 2 different accounts, but that's important. You also want to know that, be aware that some of the carriers will limit you in terms of how much data you can use. One of the big carriers will let you only use 15 gigabytes of data a month. The other one will let you use 20. So if you have redundancy, you can balance between those 2, and you can end up with like 35 gigabytes of data that you can use, and that's enough for most of the most intensive use of RVers, and it's all because of redundancy. We also have different devices that we use. On the roof of our RV is the Connect 2 from Winegard. You can get it at Camping World. They've got it in all their stores, and you can find it online as well. It is a great system. It is a Wi-Fi booster. In other words, it will pick up Wi-Fi signals from a fairly long way away, and it will boost that signal and bring it into your RV. So you can use the campground Wi-Fi, or if you're in a public area, you can use the public Wi-Fi that's there as well. But besides that Winegard Connect 2 also has a 4G LTE antenna. So you will have good cellular internet connectivity too. That is our go-to device. We use it, it brings in the signal, and then it broadcasts our own like hotspot network inside our RV. But if that doesn't work, we also use a small Wi-Fi data card router system. These are available by all the major carriers, and we are so surprised at how well that works now. When we first started RVing 9 years ago, we never got connectivity. We had to have a cell phone booster, a little antenna on the roof to get it. Now the cell phone networks and all the providers have been built up. And do we ever run out of internet anywhere?
No, we don't.
Yeah, maybe in the most remote areas of Yellowstone National Park, yes, a couple of places. But having that MiFi card also works well. I just keep it on a counter in the RV, and probably 90% of the time, that's how we grab our internet. And the other thing is they have multiple devices. We travel, Jen and I both have a laptop, so we have 2 laptops. We have a tablet that is cellular enabled, and we have our 2 cell phones. So all of those devices can create their own Wi-Fi network. So if one breaks, then the other one will take over. And if the other one breaks, you still got a third one. We're on the road half to 3/4 of the time, and we always have internet connectivity now.
Because we couldn't go there, we couldn't be there if we didn't.
And in this age of the pandemic, when everybody is working remotely, that is probably the most important requirement that so many people have for their RV is internet connectivity. So again, our advice, have redundancy, different carriers, different devices, and you're good to go. So that is our RV pro tip on staying connected on the road.
And there are lots more RV pro tips from other influencers, so check them out.
That is a great pro tip. Mike and Jennifer, thank you so much. Staying connected on the road has been a game changer, especially for us. We work full-time on the road, and you know what? With having little kids, we're away from family. So what a cool advancement that we have. Anybody can travel. Anybody can basically do anything they want these days, living the RV life and staying connected.
That's true. All you need, when you're connected, you can literally go anywhere. So it's awesome, all the updates and improvements that they're making to enable this lifestyle as well. And guys, there's a lot of topics. If you have questions on being connected, on what the lifestyle will be like, or anything, just a reminder, text RV to 46642, and you can ask any of these questions to an RV specialist. We're excited though. We wanted to announce this next segment that's coming up. It's fifth wheels, because we recently moved into a fifth wheel.
We love our fifth wheel.
Yeah, and this first one, a good fifth wheel for a family. This is the Keystone Cougar 364. We're excited for you guys to see it.
This beauty is a unique 1.5 bath floor plan. You have an amazing bunk room back there, folks. 2 huge beds, a very sturdy ladder, gorgeous main living area, dual opposing slides. And what that does, it opens up the kitchen space, gives you lots of room, plus a massive center island. And up front, you'll see we have a full walk-around bed. Because folks, this is the 2021 Keystone Cougar 364 BHL. And this segment right here we're going over, folks, is the family fifth wheels. And this is a big one for me. Being a family man, this is a place that really comes from heart, right? I like to take the kids out, like to spend time with the family. So this segment really speaks to me. And this floor plan is, as I mentioned, very unique. There's a lot of things that we're able to do with this specific one. So as I go through it, if you're really liking it, what you're gonna wanna do is text the word RV to 46642. When you text that, that will lock in this one for you. Now let's say, you know what, you want a bunk model. You like this one, but maybe there's something else. You want to see something else that's out there. What you're going to want to do, folks, is text FRESH, RFESH. We have over 20,000 pieces of inventory on the ground right now, with another 80,000 coming. We've had the huge shortage. Now we're starting to get inventory. We're Camping World. We have a little bit of pull, so we have huge inventory coming in. So no matter what you're looking for, if it's a bunkhouse, if it's a rear living, if it's a rear kitchen, folks, we will have one on the lot, or we will have one coming. You can put your name on it and reserve your pricing by simply texting that word FRESH. Now let's dive right in, because as I mentioned, I love this 364. The dual opposing slides helps open up a ton of space. You'll see the interior they used. A lot of manufacturers went light, and I think a few manufacturers nailed it, right? There's some that they tried but didn't quite hit it. I think Cougar did an excellent job. You have like that cottage white, kind of like a nice cream color, which goes very well with the browns. And speaking of that, take a look at the panoramic windows there. You have huge space to see out to the beautiful woods. And folks, this really is what it's all about. For me, this is camping. I want to get out. I want to see the woods. I want to get outside. And if I'm stuck inside because it's raining, I want that view. And these massive panoramic windows that cover this entire slide wall allows me that view. Plus, the slides on the side of the windows on the side of the slides do open up. So that way, if you want some cross ventilation without turning on an AC, you are afforded that. Now, this particular model can sleep up to 9, depending on the configuration. Overall length, you're 39 foot 3 inches. Dry weight, 11,277 pounds. But when I say sleeping 9, that's if you have the sofa. You will see here we optioned in for theater seating. I like this because, if the kids are out playing, riding a bike, out at the campfire, or maybe they're sleeping and I want to kick back and relax with wifey, this gives me the ability to do it right here. I can just sit down, chill. I have my cup holders. We have massage, heat, and a light, USB port. So, if it's a little bit colder like it is today, I can flip the heat on, get nice and cozy, and I have a great shot to the TV. You'll see the entertainment center is located there. Nice big 50-inch TV, storage up top, a little bit down below, our multimedia center. And that does have a DVD player built in, so if you want to watch a movie in the family room here, you can do that. And then you'll see the nice big fireplace underneath. And cool thing about that is electric heat, so that will help to take the chill off in this space. Now, as we move forward a little bit more, we move into the kitchen. And they did something here that I really like. What a lot of manufacturers would have done with this island is they would have just cut it off right here. And the reason for that is because you have your refrigerator. When the 2 slides come in, you wouldn't have enough space for this wide of an island. So either give you a narrow island or they cut it off. Now, what Cougar has done, you can see, is they maximize the space here, but where the refrigerator comes in, they cut it out. So you get maximum island there, maximum width. They did an excellent job. Beautiful solid surface countertops all the way throughout. You have two-tone, your cooktop right over here. You'll see the high-rise pull-out faucet, cutting board, quality sink top covers, undermount stainless steel sink. I mean, folks, if you've been thinking about camping, this right here, right? A lot of people have this illusion of when you have an RV and you go camping, you're going to be roughing it. Now, as you can see, that's not the case. I have all the amenities from home that I need right here in the kitchen. I can still cook an amazing meal. I have lots of prep space. I have a pull-out faucet. I have the cooktop oven. You'll see we have a grill when we go outside. If you want to bring your own, you can do that too. And check this out, a residential refrigerator. That's something else. It's a little bit newer in the industry the last couple years. No longer are you stuck with this small 8 cubic foot fridge freezer. Now you have massive space, stainless steel, cools down super fast. There's an inverter to run it so things will stay cool while you're going down the road. You have storage up top there as well as all the way down below. Underneath, there's storage here too, underneath the sink. Here, I'll open it up. I'll show you real quick because this is important to me. I don't know if you can see it there. It's a little tough. But there is space there for a trash can. And that's a big one for me because I hate having my trash bag hang out, having it hang on a pole, something like that. This makes it super easy and convenient. And if you're saying, Ian, where's all my dry storage? Well, there you go. Big pantry, motion sensor light. You open it up, it turns on, plenty of space in there. Fuse panels in there too. It's tucked away. Over to the side is your booth-style dinette. That's also in the slide there. So that, again, you have more seating. This drops down into a sleeping space if you need it. The lights are on a dimmer switch, so if you want to dim it down, at night, you can do that. The flooring I love. It's a marine grade flooring. Cleans up super easy. So, if you spill some red wine on there or something, you spill some spaghetti, boom, throw a little, soda water, maybe some soapy water on there, clean it right up, wipe it up. That is amazing flooring. Let's head on up into the bathroom and bedroom real quick. Before we do, I want to show you a couple things that come standard that I like. You have a grab handle, makes it easier to get up the stairs. You have a light there, so that way, again, if you have to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom, if you're sleeping in the main living area, that gives you the capability to do it. Control panel. Look in here, folks. We gotta be fairly quick here. I'm running out of time, but you will see nice big bathroom, shower, porcelain bowl, neo-angle shower. The bedroom space is plenty of bedroom space there. Nightstands on both sides. Big mirrored wardrobe in here too. Open that up so you can take a look. Plenty of hanging space. 2 ACs in this unit. Now, folks, this one has the thermal package on it, and it does a lot for you when it comes to Cougar. The extreme, they call it the extreme climate package, I think it is. But it does a lot as far as insulation values. You have the 2 ACs. You have radiant foil. You have astrofoil like in the slides, radiant foil up front to reflect that sun, so it keeps the temperature great. But come on back here. This is one of the coolest things in the RV. This is truly what makes it unique. You have a full-size bed on the bottom, electrical outlets there, wardrobe, nice big heavy-duty ladder. Look at this. You have support going all the way up into that top bunk. Another bunk space up there. You have TV hookup up there, plus one here on the wall. So you have plenty of places you can plug in TVs, which is awesome, so that both bunks are able to watch TV. And then as you make your way into the half bath here, take a look at this. You will see right there, half bath space right here in the this back bunk rooms. The reason I love this is because it doesn't just have to be for, families with kids, because that's what a lot of people think when they think bunkhouses. But if you don't want just that, if you want have in-laws or something like that, you're able to do that in this RV because those beds are plenty large, folks. You have plenty of sleeping capacity in here. Grill outside, you want to do some cooking, you can. You'll see right there is our refrigerator for beverages, condiments, whatever else you want to toss out here. Scoop around to the back. You have a ladder so you can climb up onto that fully walkable roof. When we drop down, right here is an accessory hitch. You can put up to 300 pounds in that. It's a 2-inch receiver. This is perfect. If you want to bring bikes along, boom, shove it right in there. You have some totes or something you want to bring with you, boom, slide it right in there. Good to go. And take a look at this, extra storage underneath that bunk. How often do you get that on a fifth wheel? Not very often, right? Especially in a bunk model. A lot of times you just get it up front, but we have plenty of storage there, which is awesome. You can see the awnings. You have 2 power awnings on here, not just one. So you have great awning coverage, getting great camp space. Upgraded steps here on the main entrance. It is the More Ride step above steps. There it is, the climate guard that I was talking about when we were inside. Sorry that I messed that one up, but as I mentioned, that is a great system if you plan on doing some cold weather camping. This one also with Cougar, you can get the OTG system, the off-the-grid system for solar. I'll talk about that very briefly when we go around. You can see some of the prep, but that is another wonderful system. The in-command system, I wish I could have hit on that inside. One of the great things about this is it has a single panel. All of your controls are right there inside, and you can do some really cool things, including control your thermostat. And what I mean by that is that you can hook it up to your phone, and let's say you have this parked, right? And you're on your way down. On the way down, you can hook up, and as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can say, I want to turn on my AC units, and I want it to turn the coach down to 71 degrees. That way, when you get to your RV, boom, the ACs are running, it's down to 71 degrees. That is a fantastic system. This right here is the brain box. In case anything fails inside, this will give you basically a better ability to troubleshoot it because everything is wired to that system there. 2 propane tanks, you'll have one here, another one on the other side. If you come around this side real quick, just want to show you a couple things. Road Armor hitch pin, or kingpin. This does make it easier to tow. You have that pivoting head, so that way it'll help control some of that bucking and chucking when you're going down the road. Gorgeous front cap with that windshield we saw in the bedroom, folks. That is a beautiful look up there and lets in a lot of light during the day. Jumping down underneath, you'll see our spare tires tucked away inside, makes it nice and easy to get to. Rather than being underneath the unit and a pain to get to, that's not the case here. And then lastly, as we come around to the off-camp side, I do want to show a couple things over here. You will see that you have your ZAMP solar ready. That's what I was talking about right there. So if you need your solar controller, it's already prepped for it. Auto level on here, touch a button, it levels out. Of course, battery disconnect there. That one is for the inverter on the fridge. All of your other connections are here. You will also notice that your valves are insulated. So as I mentioned, this one is 4-season capable. Folks, this is just first of several family fifth wheels we have. If you're interested, text RV to 46642 if you want this one. If you're thinking, Ian, I want a bunk one, maybe not this one, that's great. As I said, we have over 80,000 coming. Text FRESH to 46642.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs, starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
I mean, we're just having a great time and enjoying this, and we have got thousands and thousands of deals on your camping stuff and all of your patio furniture and all the wonderful things. And by the way, all you have to do is text or comment CAMP, C-A-M-P, to 46642. It's that simple. You can see all the amazing things that are happening. I'm Sean Parr. I'm sitting here with my friends Bryce and Nellie, who are all about patio furniture. And you put the old guy in the rocker. I like that, Bryce.
How is that rocker, by the way?
This is amazing. It's like a glider rocker. Tell me a little bit about what I'm sitting on, because sitting outside, you know, you got the Parv and you're hanging out and you're enjoying the campfire, and I'm just chilling right now, and I'm thinking a nice glass of red something sitting right here on the patio.
You know, you could have used that when you were putting my baby to sleep a few minutes ago.
I love your children, by the way, and that's what it's all about.
Like
After the kids are in bed, now here we are sitting here relaxing and enjoying ourselves and this cool rocker.
You know what, Sean, that's exactly what me and Bryce talked about. We put our deck down for the first time yesterday. We actually have these exact camping chairs, put them out, and we were like, this is perfect. When the kids go to bed, we're going to go on the deck, look at the stars, and just relax. And these are perfect. I am one of those people that I used to I just don't like to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
But man, so we had the cheap camping chairs and our old,
yeah, we got
old
like
Class A.
$9 ones or whatever. And you don't sit in them that much. They're there when you have to sit, you know?
Yeah.
But then we got these, and they're just so inviting.
Game changer.
It's like, I don't need to sit, but I'm going to sit now because it's just so nice.
I have to say this because you're 6'7".
I appreciate that.
Oh, well, you look 6'5". Next to me,
on
you
a
look
roster,
6'7".
I'm 6'7".
So you're 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Okay, so Bryce is 6'5", and look how comfortable you look in this chair. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And then it rocks back, and you can lock it right there if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
They call it, it's like weightless. Yep. It's beautiful. And then you, Nellie, you look so amazingly comfortable, Mom, sitting in that chair.
I know, I deserve this, right?
You deserve this after a day.
I deserve this.
And by the way, this is what it's all about. You know, you guys talk about being on the road in your new fifth wheel and being able to have something that's convenient, that's compact, that's sturdy at the same time, that does what it needs to do, because we do have a lot of things to put on this table, of course, when the kids are out and we're hanging around in the patio.
Yep.
Yeah. This table is really cool. It's very flexible. I mean, you just don't want things breaking. And this does not look like it's very breakable.
No, and it's simplified too, because it folds right up. It gets right back in where it needs to go in the storage that you have plenty of in the fifth wheel. But being on the patio, and I love that you said this, sometimes you don't think you need the patio furniture until you actually have it, and then you'll use it. It's quality, it's comfort. We've got the best deals. Again, text CAMP or just comment CAMP to 46642, and you can find the best deals. Where are we going, Bryce?
We are going to another beautiful family fifth wheel. This thing's amazing. Excited for you to see it.
Travel with peace of mind. Good Sam Roadside Assistance covers your cars, RVs, motorcycles, and all eligible family members. Unlike the competition, we offer unlimited distance towing, free roadside tire delivery, and coverage in all of North America. It's no wonder top consumer reviews ranked us #1. With plans as low as $5.50 a month, you can't afford to get stuck without it.
With a full rear living, the couch on the back, theater seating directly across from an entertainment center, dual opposing slides allowing for the beautiful kitchen island with solid surface countertops, you have the bonus room, loft up top, big bathroom, and of course, the master bedroom up front. Folks, this is the 2021 Forest River Sabre 36 BHQ. And, we saw the Cougar. Here's the great thing about family fifth wheels is that there is such a huge variety of options. I love the Cougar. That floor plan is very unique. I love that bunk model. But like a lot of bunk models, the back half gets taken up by the bunk section. One of the newcomers to the industry, probably 2, maybe 3 years ago now, is the mid bunk. Now, the great thing about the mid bunk is, pretty much everything, as you will see when we go through it. The only downside, folks, is they tend to be a little bit bigger, which means a lot of times they have a little more weight. For example, this one comes in right around 42 feet and is just shy of 12,000 pounds dry. So you will need a larger tow vehicle, but man, oh man, do you get a sweet setup. And we're going to start right back here. And again, this will probably be pretty familiar to a lot of rear living layouts you've seen. You have the sofa across the back there. This is a trifold, so you want a quick place for guests to sleep, you have it. Nightstands on the side, electrical outlet. This one also, the Sabre, falls under that Cherokee banner. If you've been watching the whole time and you saw some of the Cherokee, Alpha Wolf, Gray Wolf, this is one of their fifth wheel lines, the Sabre. And so you can see, again, they borrowed some of the things from them, like the zebra shades, which are awesome. Right up top, you will see that you have some storage speakers in here, upgraded speakers. So if you want some decent sounding music in your RV, this is one unit that will have that. AC unit directly above me with quick dump, which is great. And as I mentioned when we started, you have dual opposing slides. Here on the campsite, if you take a look, you will see theater seating, and that, of course, is directly across from the TV. And they did a good job. So you'll see that this is Michelle Kay. That's the designer. This is kind of a tip of the hat to her, and she deserves every bit of it. I think she does an amazing job at designing these RVs, and the furniture here is extremely comfortable. You have your heat, your massage, your lights. You will see that you have, again, big storage there, 4 cup holders, so plenty of space for all your beverages. Right over next to me is your table, so you have a freestanding table and chairs so you can sit down, have meals together. Windows all the way around, right? Letting in lots of natural light, plus, of course, LED lights at night. Now, as I mentioned, right across from that is your TV. So TV right here, storage all across the top, and if you take a look, that's pretty usable storage. That's good space right up there. Underneath is your multimedia center and then the fireplace. And of course, in a good rear living layout like this one, you will have a big pantry. And as you see, motion sensor light, reach in there to grab something, pops on nice and quick, good space. One of the things I really like is that they didn't bring the shelves all the way forward. And the reason I like that is because that gives you a spot to put like your broom, your mop, whatever else you want to toss in there. So it's nice and easy to grab. And again, for me, I think that's just pretty cool. And then you can't see it really right now, but at night when it lights up, it's neat because it's almost blacked out. But right here, where the pattern is, that part lights up. It gives it a pretty cool look. Microwave right up top there. You have your cooktop right down underneath. I like what they did with the backsplash, a little bit different than this subway tile we've been seeing a lot of. Just adds a little more pattern and depth. You will notice your electrical outlet, perfect spot for a coffee maker. Solid surface countertops. This, of course, folds up and back. You have the oven underneath, 3-burner cooktop, good storage there. And then your kitchen island, and I love this island. And again, remember, folks, as we go through, this is a bunk model. This is a family-focused model, and we'll get to that in just a second. But look at all this prep space you have right here. I think this was smart. Rather than centering the sink, they kind of moved it over to the side, which gave you this perfect prep area over here that I love. And then plenty of storage underneath, as you can see there. And, more there. Enough room for a trash can. If you know me, that's a big one for me. You'll have the stainless steel undermount apron front sink, kind of that gunmetal sink that we've been seeing. You can see that there. Put the sink top covers back on. Again, excellent prep space. High-rise faucet, then you have your little soap dispenser or, hand sanitizing station right there, which, in today's kind of environment that we're in, that is definitely a great thing to have. We're trying to make sure you stay safe. Sabre's doing it, Forest River's doing it, and at Camping World, we are too, folks. If you're interested in any of these RVs, absolutely. You can, text RV if you like this one. You can text Fresh if you want to lock in. You can do all that and do all these things online to make sure you're going to stay safe. If you want to head into a dealership, by all means, please do that as well. We will make sure that you stay safe. We'll make sure everyone's masked up. We'll have proper hand sanitization stations to ensure your safety when you come in to the dealerships. You'll also see a residential style fridge. If you take a look at that, nice and big, great space there. You have some crisper drawers underneath. You have the dual freezer compartment right down below, so plenty of freezer space there. And as you can see, it's a beautiful rear living. But what makes this a mid-bunk? Well, midship. Come on in. And here's the other cool thing, folks. We talk about family models. We talk about mid-bunks. Not every mid-bunk is the same. You'll see a couple more later this week. I'm not going to spoil it now, but I have a few big name manufacturers with some extra mid-bunks we have on the lineup. So if you like it, I'm telling you, you're going to want to text FRESH to that 46642. That will lock in your pricing. It might not be this unit, it might be one we see later, but if you love it, you're going to want to text that keyword. You'll also see your tri-fold sofa right here. This folds out, this creates a bed. So this is what makes it a mid-bunk, is that you have additional sleeping space. You'll also see that you have storage You know, that's something we don't find in some bunk rooms that have 3 beds. There's a spot to hang clothes, and you have double storage there, spot for a TV, some nice big drawers, you know, dual USB ports, electrical outlets. Need to charge a cell phone at night, you have the capability to do that, and all of it right here in this room that you can close off nice and easily with the farm door. And you may be thinking, Ian, that is absolutely incredible, and I agree it is, but we gotta hurry through this one. There's so much to show. Come on up the steps a second here. Let me shut this door for you. See if you can take a peek in there. It's a little dark, but if you just get an idea of the size, there is a coat rack up top. How cool is that? You walk in, you have a spot to hang up all your jackets, you have a spot for boots right there, your shoes, whatever else you need, all of it right there, out of the way. I love when manufacturers do that. Control panels located here. You control your lights and everything right from there, your thermostat. Making our way up top, there's a ladder. This does pull out, and if you look up top, when you come up the stairs a little bit, you will see that this one has a loft, folks. Nice big loft area right up top there. So if you need additional sleeping space, you have it up here, which is wonderful. Bathroom, come on up here real quick. I have to show the bathroom because you have a big bathroom on this one as well. Couple big features here. Large sink. This is something else I like. Makes it easy to wash the hands or brush your teeth. The shower, now normally we'd have it go this way, right? Tri-slide door makes it easier to get in from this side. 6 foot tall. Look at all the space, you guys. Even with the door closed, I can still fully spin around. And I have a seat there, so if I need to shave legs, anything like that, makes it easy to do so. You can sit down. You have your porcelain bowl on your toilet, so it's super easy to clean. And then up here in the bedroom, let me close this. Well, maybe you can sneak by here. But as we come up into the bedroom, last thing I want to show you before we head outside, folks, is that this one has a king-size bed. Wardrobe up front there, again, those farm-style doors, and you can see the big king bed. I mean, that is fantastic. And right up here, you will notice not only did you have the big storage with all of your shoe storage, but I mean, take a look at this. Hold on, I'll switch spots with you. Get up in there, show the people what they're looking at. You have all that shoe storage plus washer-dryer prep. If you want washer-dryer, you can knock a panel off. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, this thing has it all. And that's one of the great things, right? We're talking about family bunk models. There's lots of different options out there. Let us help navigate you through it. This is just one of the many options here for this Sabre. As we take a walk to the back, there's a few features I want to show you back here. One of them, of course, being this. This is your rear-mounted ladder for your fully walkable roof. You can get on up there if you need to do any kind of maintenance or anything like that. This allows you to do that because it is fully walkable. Now, here's the other thing, folks. This is it's a fifth wheel, right? It's tall. If you don't want to get up there for, once or twice a year for an inspection, I understand. All you have to do is bring it by a Camping World. We'll get up there for you. We'll take a look. We'll do an inspection. If there's anything that's going on up there, we can take a picture to show you, and then we can recommend, hey, we recommend sealing this. Or maybe, we can take a picture of the roof and say, hey, there's some mold here. It'd be a good idea to clean and reseal. When's the last time you did it, right? So getting up on the roof is definitely something, like I say, you want to do at least once a year. If you're not comfortable, please come bring it on by. We'll do it for you. We want to make sure that your RV is going to last as long as possible. And we have a lot of online tools. If you haven't checked out the online portal yet, it's one of the things I really love about this show. There's a bunch of maintenance stuff on the online portal that shows you, some of the roof maintenance, other maintenance on the RV. Plus, you can see a lot of the content. If you're just tuning in, you missed the first little bit, definitely check out that portal. Right down here is a 300-pound 2-inch receiver. So if you have bikes, if you have a storage rack, something else you want to slap in there, that 2-inch receiver makes it nice and easy to do so. So we make our way around front. Of course, the steps that we came out on right here are the MORryde step above steps, and they are very sturdy. Fold right up into your doorway, aluminum treads that don't rust. You have the foldable grab handle on there, which is great. Big power awning with LED lights, couple speakers there. And I love the location of this. This is a mid-bunk. You don't have bunks for the outside kitchen to be in, but what you do have is the kitchen right up here. You have the beverage fridge, which is important for me because I like my beverages. You will also see that you have a little bit of kitchen space, some prep space there too. If you have any dogs, you have a spot to tie them up there. Then up front, boom, look at all of that storage. Now, this is another one of those things, right, that, when you reach out to us, when you text that fresh keyword, something we can help you out with, say, oh man, I love this one, but I want a mid-bunk with drop frame. You know what? We have them. All you have to do is text that fresh keyword because we have 20,000 pieces of inventory in stock and over 80,000 on the way. And I have mid bunks with drop frame. That'll give you some more garage storage. This is good, but if you want more, we can help you out there. I'm telling you that you got to get a hold of us though. You'll also see your propane right up there. And then of course, right up front is your inverter for your refrigerator because it was residential, and auto level. This one does have auto level on there. Touch a button, it levels everything out, which makes life super simple. Folks, this is the 2021 Forest River Sabre 36 BHQ. This one starts for the show at $47,745, which is $11.43 a day. For this beauty, just over $11 a day, folks. You don't want to miss out. Text RV to 46642.
Can I just say, I'm loving this fifth wheel segment. Okay, so
good.
It's so good. I never thought I'd have a fifth wheel. I was like, Class A forever. Did you feel the same way?
I mean, yes. And now that I saw you backing up the fifth wheel last night, I'm like, all right, I need to build up the courage to at least drive the Class C, and then, we'll make our way up there. But yes, the fifth wheels just make a world's difference.
You can practice using ours in the parking lot.
That's a lot of trust.
You can let us know how you feel about it. But definitely loving these fifth wheels, and you know what? We're loving ours. I'm so glad we switched. It's been a huge game changer for our family. It's been so great. You know what also is great is that we do have another giveaway.
Another giveaway. We're so excited about it.
Another way giving up. But remember, in order to be eligible to win these giveaways, you do have to text URVS to 46642 to win these.
And we have that giveaway that you were talking about, $250 to Camping World. The winner is Cindy Vincent.
Woo-hoo.
Congratulations, Cindy. We're so excited. And then we're now passing it off to the East to West Tandara.
Awesome.
Beautiful, bright interior, dual opposing slides, center island kitchen. You'll notice a pantry, loft up top, excellent bedroom and bathroom space, plus great construction, including auto level and Asdel composite. Folks, this is the 2021 Tandera 386 MBOK. This is one of the newest lines from Forest River, the Tandera line. And personally, I think they came out swinging. I love a lot of stuff that they have done, and I think you're going to like it too. And the coolest thing about it is, we get to kind of compare and contrast. We talk a little bit about different styles when it comes to family fifth wheels, and we talk about different mid bunks. This, again, is a different mid bunk setup than what we saw before. Now, some things you will see are very similar. Like right back here is your sofa. So, excellent sofa, but what you'll notice is this one is a 3-cushion. Nice big sofa there, folded out. It creates a big bed, little bit smaller nightstands, but that makes sense because we have the bigger sofa. Allure furniture in here, so it's upgraded furniture. It cleans up nice and easily, very comfortable. Of course, electrical outlets and USB ports on both sides. Now, if we take a look right here, you will see your theater seating, and that is across the entertainment center. Now, I'll show you a little something when we go over there because, again, it is a little bit different. But here you go. Both of these kick up, can pop back, relax. And as I mentioned, you have a direct shot to the entertainment center. Rather than, the other one is a little bit of an angle. But here, if we whip it around, take a look at this, right? Big TV in this one. I mean, big TV. So, if you want to be able to watch TV kind of from anywhere, whether you're cooking, sitting in theater seats, laying down on the couch, this gives you the ability to do that. Storage right up top here. It is strut supported, so it's easy one-hand operation. I should have cleaned that up a little bit better. Sorry, guys. But easy one-hand operation to lift that up. I like the glass on here, too. It's frosted, a little bit decorative. I think it looks really nice. Underneath, if we can pop this open, you can take a look. So a little bit of additional storage plus your multimedia center right there. Speakers on both sides. Big fireplace right down underneath, which of course will help take the chill off in this main space. But what you'll notice is, this sticks out a little bit further, and we will see why when we go outside. Right here's your freestanding table and chair. So, again, I like having freestanding table when you have more of a, higher end, a little bit higher scale fifth wheel, and you have plenty of others sleeping in here. You really don't need the dinette, in my opinion. We'll see in a little bit. Of course, we have a mid-bunk, we have the loft, excellent sleeping, plus that big tri-fold in the back. I say leave it just as it is, and it looks great. And don't let me forget to mention this. You have marine-grade flooring in here, folks, and this is absolutely wonderful. It cleans up extremely easy, gets rid of all that carpet right there. Wonderful job. Making our way to the kitchen, and again, I love the color they have chosen for this solid surface. It's a nice bright white. They have a couple dark accents in here, but I like that for the most part, it is very bright. That's a big thing for me. I like, bright with just a few pops of, a little bit darker tones, and I'm glad they went with a lighter countertop. I think a darker one would have been way overkill, but allowed them to do things like have your oil rub bronze pulls. Good storage here, underneath. Take a look at this. Whoops. There we go. There it is. So, got a pull-out trash can. Hung up a little bit on me there, but you have a pull-out trash can. I like that you have a dedicated spot for it. Now, I think that it needs to be a little bit different size trash can. That one might be slightly big for it. Wasn't working quite the best, but again, I love the fact that you have a spot for it. You don't have to try to hunt a spot down. And because they have it over to the side, what you'll see is it opened all of this up for storage, right? Instead of just having big empty space, this is much more usable space for pots, pans, things like that. Because it's a solid surface, it allows you to undermount the stainless steel sink. You'll have the rollover cover right here, drying rack, prep space, high-rise faucet, more countertop space over here. Full backsplash all the way across, electrical outlet. I would have preferred the electrical outlet were over here, but, you can drag a cord back here easy enough, plug it in, no problems there. 3-burner cooktop there, oven down underneath, drawer space. Great storage all throughout this kitchen. And then you get over here, you open this guy up, boom! Nice big fridge freezer. This one does run off both propane and electric, has automatic switch over for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have shore power, great, run it on propane. Now you may be thinking, okay, well this goes into the bonus room or the bunk room. Wrong, you have more storage. Fixed shelves on one side, adjustable shelves on the other side, nice and easy to adjust those. If you want to take them out and have a little spot to hang jackets, you can do that. Storage up top there as well. And then when we come around to the side, control panel located here. Thermostat, max air fan. I forgot to mention that. There is a max air fan in the kitchen, which will do a great job of circulating the air in case you don't want to run the AC. Making our way into the bunk room here, the bonus room. You can see, again, you have the sofa right down underneath. This does fold down, 300-pound weight capacity on that. Now, it's not super long, so an adult would have to curl up a little bit, but the fact it is 300 pounds is pretty great. And then more storage here. And once again, this is adjustable. If you want to take it out, you have hanging space. If you want to leave it in there for folded clothes, you can do that. A spot for a TV and a pop-up desk, all located right here. As we take a walk here up the steps, notice a couple different things, and that one will be a grab handle, makes it easy to come up, ladder, and once again, we'll have the big loft up top, safety rail to make sure that no one's falling out. Last thing in the world we want is for someone to get hurt. And then if we take a look at the bathroom, come on in. Couple things to show you. Porcelain bowl, super simple. Over to this side, take a look at that countertop space, folks. Big countertop right there. I love that I have all the extra space for, curling iron or hair dryer, whatever else you need. Storage both down below and medicine cabinet up top. As far as space, you can see here, I have plenty of room. I can spin all the way around. You have the shelves and a seat. And the important thing about this shower, folks, is that this is all a one-piece shower. That's a residential construction shower, which means less chance for any kind of leaks. And as we all know, water is the enemy of RVs, so preventing leaking is definitely a good thing. Coming into the bedroom, you have the nice big bed there, slide-out bed. You will also see wardrobe up front here. They have a hanging rod going all the way across, a couple lights right in here. These are motion sensors, so you can turn those on if you want. And this one also has washer dryer prep right up front. So if you want that, you do have it. Drawers down below, TV hookup. It's got it all, folks. And the cool thing about this is you can pick this one up starting at $57,195, which is as little as $13.70 a day. If you're interested, simply text RV to 46642. And as I said, there are a lot of different mid-bunk units, a lot of different family fifth wheels that are out there. If you want some help narrowing it down, which I highly do recommend, folks, you can text FRESH to that same number, that 46642, because we have over 20,000 units available right now, with more than 80,000 coming straight from the factory. They are brand spanking new. We have more inventory coming in than a lot of dealerships will ever have in 2-3 years. I mean, it's insane how much inventory we have coming, folks. Making our way right to around the back, couple different things I want to show. One is right down below. That is not just a 2-inch receiver. You can absolutely use it for accessories like a bike rack, totes, things like that. But more importantly, that is actually a hitch. That's a 3,000-pound hitch. So you'll see it has a flat 4 on there. If you have like a trailer or something you want to pull behind with like a golf cart on it, if your state allows you to have the trailer behind it, that is an excellent option right there. You can also see the ladder to climb up on the fully walkable roof. Of course, backup camera prep right there, making our way back up. Lots of features. Spray port if you want water outside. You will see the awning right here, but you have not one but 2 awnings, which basically cover this entire campsite. So plenty of awning coverage. One of my favorite parts, there it is, the fridge. What you'll notice is they actually moved this on an angle, and they did that for a reason, because that way you can open it. If it was straight, it would hit. I mean, and I know that seems minor, but sometimes it's minor things like that that I pay attention to, because that means the manufacturer is paying attention as well. And if they're paying attention to something as small as this, they're going to pay attention to a lot bigger things like construction, like using Asdel composite. I told you that water is one of the worst enemies of an RV. Asdel in the sidewall right here doesn't absorb moisture. So that's a big deal. You won't get those bubbles. You won't get that delamination. Big storage out here. You know, cooktop? Check this out. Boom! Pull-out griddle. I don't know about you. I don't use a cooktop out here a ton. I use a grill or I use a griddle. And I love having a griddle right there. Can bring my grill with me. There's a propane quick connect down underneath. Pop it in. Nice and quick for you. Making our way up, of course, aluminum alloy wheels. These are Lion's Head tires, too, which is good because you get the lifetime warranty on there. Well, depending on certain things, but just know that there's basically a 5-year warranty on the ST tires, which is a really good warranty to be on there, especially for RVs. You will see your solid steps on the way in, aluminum tread, grip tape. You also have the grab handle for some added control going in and out. And as I said, right there it is, folks, Asdel. They put that in the sidewalls. It's not a cheap thing to put in, but man, oh man, is it worth it. That second big awning, speakers. This, I think, is really cool, too. You have extra storage. It's kind of separated from the main storage area. And there's an electrical outlet in here. So for me, right, I think it's always wise, and if you don't do it now, you'll definitely want to bring some tools with you when RVing. There's simple things you'll have to fix. It's just like anything else. There's simple things that'll go wrong. You know, you have some plumbing in there. You have all sorts of stuff. You need some screwdrivers. You might want to drill. Well, here, you can plug all that right in. I can plug my drill in. I can have the batteries charging. Making it up a little bit further is the rest of our garage storage. We have TV, satellite hookup right there, 30-pound propane tank here, another one on the other side. Auto level on here, you know, just touch a button, it levels everything out, and you have a full convenience on the other side as well. This one is capable of 4-season camping. All of your valves are insulated on the other side there. Has everything you need for winterization. I'm telling you, folks, this is an awesome mid-bunk unit. And you can see how different it was from the one before. And we have more coming up later in the show. And so as you can see, there's a lot of differences when you're talking about family fifth wheels. Let us help you out. Just text FRESH to that 46642. Call 877-297-8725 or drop FRESH in the comments section below to lock in your pricing on any of the units you're seeing here at the show to make sure you're getting the best deal the safest way possible.
Introducing RV123 by Camping World, the only way to buy and take delivery of your new RV, all from the comfort of your couch or camp chair. To buy your new RV the easy way, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, shop till you drop. Find your perfect RV online at campingworld.com. and schedule a live virtual walkthrough with one of our RV specialists. Step 2, make it mine. Discuss financing options over the phone with a Camping World finance expert. All paperwork handled via mail. Prepaid envelopes are provided. Step 3, let's go camping. Take delivery of your new RV at your home or campsite. Our certified delivery specialist will provide the same high-quality walkthrough that you would receive at a Camping World dealership. There's a whole new way to buy an RV. Get your RV the easy way with RV 123 by Camping World.
From sunup to sundown, we are designing your next big adventure, building your family vacation, delivering your memories that will last a lifetime. We know it's more than just an RV, which is why we are working around the clock to bring over 80,000 RVs fresh from the factory to our stores, to your driveway or campsite. Built by Americans for Americans and starting at less than $5 per day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today.
We saw so many amazing fifth wheels already today.
Matter of fact, we've seen a lot of products today, a lot of incredible vehicles, and we've seen a lot of Ian going in and out of all of these amazing vehicles. And I'm sure there's folks that have watched. And don't forget, we had over almost 3 million people watch last week.
Incredible.
So awesome.
I know that's going to be higher this week. So there's got to be some people with some questions.
Yes. And if you have any questions, text RV to 46642. And there's a specialist on the other line that is waiting to answer any of your questions. And we're starting to move into the Class A's. And a little birdie... a little birdie told me that you're about to embark on your Class A first adventure.
I mean, I'm graduating into the Class A, and I'm so excited about it. But I'm actually a little bit nervous because I've driven the Class C that I know you and Caleb have just gone into. You guys have had the fifth wheel. I've had toy boxes my whole life, so I know all about the travel trailers. But the Class C, can you give me some advice? I'm thinking it's a little bit big for me, but I'm going to give it a shot.
We both came from a Class A, and we both love the Class A. In fact, the Class A coming up,
it's amazing.
It makes me want to I'm like, was that a good choice going to the fifth wheel? They're both so beautiful, but Class A,
great.
I love Class C.
The driving for Class A compared to the Class C, I feel like the turn radius on it is amazing. You sit a lot higher, so you don't have these blind spots that you would have like on a Class C or a trailer or a fifth wheel. I think you're really going to like it. And like Nellie said, there's amazing models and floor plans that are coming out that
and I'm glad you said that.
Really roomy.
Floor plans, so many different models. We talked to Mike and Jennifer. They said, bring a tape measure, get ready, get excited about it. I'm excited about going into the Forest River Georgetown 7 Series, the 36D. So let's take it to Ian.
Beautiful Class A gas motor coach, bath and a half floor plan. You have drop-down bed, super slide with massive theater seats, gorgeous kitchen, solid surface countertops, washer, dryer prep. Folks, everything that you can think of. This is one of those gas coaches that you see and will think it's a diesel. This is the 2021 Forest River Georgetown 7 Series 36D. And I think that was kind of their inspiration when they did the 7 Series, right? Is they want you to have the feeling that you're in a high-end diesel coach, but in a price point that is more aligned with gas. And folks, for the show, this one is starting at $178,445, which is as low as $33.57 a day. And for what you're getting, that is honestly a really good price. One of the things I love about Class A's, especially this floor plan, is how open they are. I mean, you can see, if you like that open floor plan concept, it's open all the way down. That big master bath right there in the back. Beautiful woodwork all along here. You have the soft touch ceiling up top, LED lights, lit up really well. The other cool thing about a motorhome, right, a Class A, is the travel. When you look at RVing, especially if you're getting into it, or maybe, you have a travel trailer now or a fifth wheel, and you're thinking, I want to get into a motorhome. I want to trade in. Well, a couple things. One, we have some of the best trade values out there. I mean, we do. So if you're looking at trading in, I 100% recommend to stop by, see what we can do for your trade, because we will get you the best trade value. On top of that, we're running a special right now where we will not be beat, you guys, on anything. If you have a deal currently pending, all you have to do is text BEAT, B-E-A-T, to that 46642 number, and we will be able to beat that deal or give you $1,000. So if you're looking at this exact model and you're thinking that's the one, or you already have a deal pending, I'm telling you, text that right now. You will get a better deal. That's what we are all about. But the cool thing about motorhome and about the travel, as I said, is the travel itself. It's the experience. We want to get to the destination, but the travel in a motorhome is what's great. When this is in, you have all these comfortable seats. You have the dinette. You have this giant row of theater seating. You have seatbelts here. These are legal places to ride, and this is much more comfortable to ride in than, crammed into the back of a truck. And, maybe you have a lot of space, maybe you don't, but this right here I love. And let's say you need to pull over. You want to get yourself, make yourself a quick sandwich. You have the ability to do so. Need to use the bathroom. You can do that very easily too. And as far as the drive itself, for the driver and passenger, look at this. You have nice plush seating up here, plenty of legroom. You can stretch out. And when, you have a big coach like this, it kind of drives itself. People get intimidated. And they get intimidated to drive it, but once you get used to it, it's honestly super simple. You have a nice big windshield. You have great vision. And when you are on the road, people are generally intimidated of you. People will move out of the way when you have a big bus like this. You will see you have auto level, the nice big control panel right there in the center of the dash. Also, whoever's sitting in the passenger seat will have a little workstation. Can pop that out, good to go. You have a spot for a table in the middle too. Both these seats do swivel around, so you can pop in the pedestal. Actually, the table's sitting right over here. It's upside down, of course, but you can notice the cup holders there. So that way, you can put a couple beverages there if you want. And also, notice that you have cup holders here for the passengers there to make sure, if you stop at McDonald's or something, or any fast food joint that, your cups aren't tipping over. This is another really cool feature. This is the Euroloft. Having a bed up here is wonderful for several reasons. One, it's up and out of the way. You probably wouldn't even know it's here. And two, it creates great sleeping space. While, this is mainly built for two people, if you have kids, grandkids that want to stay the night, you can drop this down, and just like that, you have a bed that's already made. Just throw a couple pillows up and you're good to go. Beautiful cabinetry all throughout. You can see all the storage right up top here in the kitchen. Gorgeous solid surface countertops right down below. Huge countertop space, countertop extension over here as well. The apron front undermount stainless steel sink, high-rise faucet. Again, storage all underneath there. Excuse me. You can see the backsplash. I like the backsplash. Very cool, almost like a basket weave pattern there. When I open this up, I'll take that off. Take a look at that. That's your cooktop. Nice and big. That front one is high output. And I like the solid surface sink top covers as well, because it just gives you a ton of prep space there. Right underneath is an oven in case you want to do some baking, microwave up top, and residential refrigerator with an ice maker. I love that for any kind of beverages. Nice and simple. Open that guy up and you can see. Now, here's the thing, folks, as we're going through this, as I said, that's a great price for this coach. If this one's not for you, maybe you want a Class A with bunks. Maybe you want a Class A a little bit shorter. This one's a little bit bigger. Maybe you want something, 32, 33 foot. That's great. We have them. We have over 20,000 RVs in stock with 80,000 more coming. In order to put your name on one, and more importantly, in order to reserve the pricing, you're going to want to text FRESH to 46642 so you can get extra good pricing on the Class A that you want. Right over here is all theater seating. Folks, this is huge theater seating. This pops up. Take a look at that. Boom, all the way across. Very comfortable. You have little tables, almost like TV dinner trays, kind of, you can put right in here. This one has a heat feature, massage feature, a light. It's powered footrest. As you saw, this center console drops down for cup holders, some plug-ins. Also, the backrest here is adjustable, so that way you can, kind of have it wherever you want to set it, make it nice and comfortable. Storage all the way across the top. Take a look at this. Huge pantry space, pull-out drawers, nice big deep drawers here, and, let's see if I can get it there. There we go. Slow close drawers. So nice upgraded glides as well, which may not seem like a big deal, but it is to me. You'll see the TV there with sound bar, fireplace underneath, half bath right over here. Why don't you pop in there, take a quick look at the half bath. Really cool faucet, plenty of countertop space. The toilet does have a water saver mode on there, so excuse me, depending on, if you're going number 1 or number 2, depends on what water mode you can use and what you want to flush down there. Big wardrobe space, and this has, you know, currently the cushion is stored in there for the table because the table does drop down into a bed. Drawer space all the way throughout, and of course, washer dryer right there comes with the unit. You want to be able to have, you know, be a little more fully sustainable. You have washer dryer here. It has a 7,000 watt generator. You know, you turn that generator on, you can run AC, you can run all the lights in here, run the TV, you're good to go. You'll see the bed goes up on an angle just like that, you know, which does a couple things for you. One, it lets you walk through here nice and easily. And also, if you want to read a book, prop it right up. You get to read a book there. Perfect spot. Take a look at the master bath. As we walk in here, actually, you know what? I'm going to switch your spots. Hold on. I'll let you sneak in there. So you can see the big vanity. You'll notice that you have, you know, the double faucets there, plenty of room. You can see the toilet over to the side. And then behind that on the other side is the shower. So you'll see that you have a big shower right over here. Plenty of space there, folks. Again, big bath and a half floor plan in this one. And the 36D is a wonderful floor plan. They also have a 36K. As I mentioned, you know, if you're looking for a Class A, but you want something for bunks, you like what you see in the Georgetown. You know, you like the amenities inside. You love the full body paint, the frameless windows. That's something you desire. You just want a little bit different floor plan. As I said, we have those in stock as well, so we can get you that. Now, this one is built on the Ford F53 chassis with the new V8 engine. If you haven't driven it, highly recommend it. It definitely has a little more pep in the step, little get up and go, which I love. Of course, the big one-piece front windshield on there. 22.5-inch tires, folks. That's a big deal when you're talking about Class A's. Those are your full-size tires. And, you know, one of the last things in the world you want is a blowout. Having the big tires on a big coach like this is a must-have. Outside TV for entertainment purposes. Storage, rotocast bins. Why is this important? Well, it's easy to clean. You know, you're going to put a lot of stuff in there, whether it's wood, whether it's totes, whatever else it may be, it's going to get dirty. Shoot, you can take a hose and just wash it out. Super simple and easily. Barn-style doors gives you this massive storage compartment. And if you take a look, you can see right here, you do have a little bit of pass-through right up top. Now, this is covering up the mud guard in the back there, but it's great that you have that extra storage up top, and you can see that will continue. Both this compartment, this one down here, you have the drain for everything to drain out. As I mentioned, gorgeous paint job. I love the colors that they have in here. You can kind of see the blues, a little bit of swirl in there. You know, big power awning. So you have the main power awning right there. Plus, you will also see that this one has a slide-out topper. Now, the great thing about a slide topper is if you park this underneath a tree, you'll have pine cones and all sorts of other garbage that'll fall on top of your RV. And the last thing in the world you want is to have it up on the slide and you pull that slide in and it gets gummed up in your seal and messes up your seal, right? Then you have a leak and that's above your bed. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to wake up to water dripping on my head. So having the slide topper right up there will help protect that. So when the slide does come in, all of the pine cones and everything else, whatever else might be up there, just drops right down. Now I want to show you this compartment real quick. There's a couple things I like here. One is you'll see a whole house filter. Now this one has been winterized, so there is no filter currently in that, just the housing and the antifreeze. But also you will see your water pump. And the thing I like about this is it's very easy to get to. If ever you have to change it out, you know exactly where it's at. Super simple, and I personally really enjoy that. Another thing that I like is what they've done here. So you'll see that your propane is mounted right there. It's very easy to access. If you have a grill or anything like that, it's simple to get to. And they have color-coded all of your exterior, you know, the back of your appliances, like your, you know, the back of your furnace, water heater, things like that. The graphics are overlaid. Everything's painted. Absolutely beautiful. Coming around to the back side, backup camera, of course, as you'd expect on a coach this big. You have your ladder to climb up onto the fully walkable roof. I always do recommend getting up there at least once a year. And as I mentioned previously, folks, if you don't want to do it, please just drive it right on into a Camping World. We'll be happy to get up there and inspect it, make sure everything is on the up and up for you. And then right down underneath is your hitch. This one has a 5,000-pound weight rating on there. So if you have a vehicle, commonly called a towed vehicle behind you, you're able to bring that along with you. 7-way plug right there. Because, you know, I love this thing. It's great to drive. A lot of people like to have something just to kind of bounce around town. And again, we can help you out with that. You know, if you're starting to look into, okay, you know, what vehicles can I tow all 4 flat? Which ones do I, you know, can only have 2 wheels on the ground at a time? Folks, that's what we're here for. Lean on us. Simply text FRESH to 46642 to lock in the pricing. Use us. We'll help you get into Georgetown or what other Class A you want, get you all hooked up with your towed vehicle, and get you on the road.
Everyone knows that travel and food go hand in hand. And while dining may look a bit different, a Camping World camper allows you to eat what you want, when you want, and most importantly, where you want. Your new favorite food spot is now in your traveling kitchen, right outside your door, or really, wherever the road may take you. So make Camping World the first stop on your new culinary adventure. Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 Factory Fresh RVs, starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
Okay, I'm loving that Class A. I'm having a little regret about upgrading to a different
I'm
vehicle.
not, but it is very nice.
It is so beautiful.
We've been talking about it the whole time, and some of the things that we love, and some of the things that you were talking about was the counter space
Oh my
in that
gosh.
last one. And then also my favorite was the captain's chairs, and they look so soft and plush, and every captain's chair in a Class A,
Should
I
have
love
that.
that they all turn around.
Yeah, no.
What's nice is you're driving in a recliner too. So Class A's, you can just go,
Yeah.
you know?
So awesome. Yeah, I love that counter space. I love that. I mean, you can take off that counter space to have your stove and your sink, and then
Sure.
you can cover it up to have more counter space. And at the end, the other counter space came up. I'm all about the counter
You're
space.
geeking out about this. It's
I
nice,
love
though.
that Class A.
And we're
but-
going into a class. We're going into a fifth wheel,
We are.
which is a good combination. And I'm going into a Class A. You guys just switched from a Class A to a fifth wheel, and we're going into one of the top of the line
Yes.
fifth wheels. We're talking about the Montana, which are plush as well. Tell us a little bit
Yes.
about your experience so far.
We love having the separation. So we got the bedroom, the main living room, kitchen area, and then we have a toy hauler. So there's the garage in the back. And even with the Montana that's coming up, just that raised level, there's more separation, which is nice for us with our kids.
And that's actually why we upgraded to fifth wheel. One of the reasons is that we wanted that separation.
And I think a lot of people have said that because some of the units that we've seen today, we've seen that where they talk about the kids' bunk
Yes.
cub area, whatever, that was
Yep.
great. And then also, you know, you get your own private area where the kids, once they're asleep, again, mom and dad need their time too.
Yes, we do.
It's true. So guys, any questions again on these models, make sure to comment RV or text RV to 46642. And let's check out this new Keystone Montana coming up, the 3931 FB.
Gorgeous interior, beautiful and bright. You have dual quiet cool ACs with a possible third bath and a half floor plan, as this is our bath and a half section. Folks, this is the 2021 Keystone Montana 3931 FB. And I've seen this floor plan go through a couple different iterations. And as far as front baths, I really, really like this floor plan. And the front bath is great for a couple different reasons. One, if you're someone who just, wants a little bit more bathroom space, then the front bath definitely has that. A lot of times, you don't have a lot of space in an RV to get changed, but in a front bath, you have that space. You don't have to do it in the bedroom. It just gives you a little more privacy. Again, feels a little bit more like home. The other great thing, and I can attest to this because my in-laws have a front bath, is it also makes a good spot if you want to set up a pack and play, right? For kids to be able to take a quick nap. You can set it up there, have a little monitor, close the doors, and they're in their own little segregated space. You have all this beautiful rear living to still relax and hang out. If we take a look, we'll start right over here. It is dual opposing slides, but if we start over here on the camp side, we'll notice a couple different things. And one of them right here is the buffet style dinette. I still haven't seen any other manufacturers that have done this in a fifth wheel. It's something that we've seen from in the motorhome space a lot. Montana kind of brought it over into the fifth wheel scene, and I absolutely love it. This does pull out, so you have some extra space. You know, you have a little leaf here as well. So if you need that extra space, you can easily sit 4 people here. Otherwise, it's perfect for 2. You have the pop-up power tower right there if you need to plug anything in or do some work right here. You know, where more and more people are having the ability to work on the road, and this gives you the capability to do that and kind of have your own little mobile office here. You will also see the flooring. I love the flooring that they use. It's a marine grade flooring, very easy to clean up. You can sweep it up. It wipes up any spills nice and easily. And something else that's kind of cool that you don't see very often is this right here. This is the chair buddy. And sometimes it's, the smaller things like this. And basically, it's a strut that pushes down on the chairs that makes it so they don't go anywhere. So that way when you get to your destination, your chairs will be exactly where you put them. Super simple, easy, and convenient to use. You'll notice windows all the way across here. Now, Montana kind of bucked the trend, right? We've seen more and more manufacturers that are putting windows above both the eating and seating area, or the eating area as well as the seating area. Montana stayed with storage. They've always been great at having storage, and they continued it through right here. And that's one of those things, right? That's one of those differences that we notice that maybe you don't. And folks, we're here to help you out with that, right? If you have questions, you want to know, different things about RVs, please give us a call at 877-297-8725. We'll be happy to help walk you through and show you some of the differences between different fifth wheels, different, bath and a half floor plans. Because things like that are one of those things that may make a difference for you. Right down underneath is your theater seating. A great thing about this, it does have your heat. It has vibration on there, your massage feature, and also it is powered. So that way, all you have to do is touch a button and it will raise up and lower back down. You also have the USB port in there. Now, why is the power important for the footrest? Well, if you've never done it before and you're a little bit older, right, or maybe you just have bad knees, these can actually be kind of tough to put back in place. I've seen a lot of people, when we go to a lot of these RV shows and they'll sit in the theater seating and they'll try to lock it back in and, they kind of struggle a little bit and laugh, and maybe that's you. Maybe you've had that experience. But with the power, it is super simple because it's just touch of a button and it goes up and down. Now, granted, you do need shore power or a generator to operate that, but with something of this size, we're 41 foot 4 inches and, over 13,500 pounds dry. Chances are you're going to be at a campsite with shore power. If you take a look at the back, you'll see the tri-fold sofa. This, of course, folds out into a bed. Nice, big, comfortable bed for 2 people. You have end tables on both sides. You can see your windows, and those both do open for excellent cross breeze, plus the window right here in the back. Storage all across the top. You have a couple lights there. Speaking of lights, take a look up at the crown molding. You have accent lighting running the whole way, which is fantastic. And while we're up there, you have the beautiful light fixture. You can see right up here is a max air fan so that you can quickly, get the ventilation. You can open up some windows and have all that air movement through here. Plus, if you don't want to have anything open, you can have the ceiling fan right there, right? Just kind of help circulate the air. You'll also see the quiet, cool AC. You have one in the back here. You will have another one up front in the bedroom, and both of those are standard. That's like 30 to 35% quieter, so when you're sitting here watching TV or having conversations, you don't have to yell at each other. And if you're in a really hot climate and you want a third AC, where that max air fan is, it is actually prepped for a third one, which is pretty darn cool. That's something you normally don't see in most fifth wheels. Now, of course, right across the right across the seating is our entertainment area. Fireplace right down below, good storage. Moving up a little bit further, you get into the kitchen. You can see all that storage right there. Big center island. One of the other things I really love about Montana is the sink. You'll see you have a nice big bowl here, a little bit smaller over to the side, high-rise pull-out faucet, easy access trash can, look at that. And I don't know if you noticed it was slow close drawer guides, which is super nice. You can see just like that. This is something else I like though, is they give you a convenient spot to store your sink top covers right underneath there. Plus, you still have additional storage all the way through. And if you notice, not only do your drawers slow close, but so do your cabinet doors, which is again something you normally don't see. Hardwood styles too. That's something else Montana went to that a lot of manufacturers don't have. What I mean by that is like right in here, right? If you feel in here, this isn't wrapped, folks. This is actual hardwood. A lot of manufacturers try to save a little bit of money there. Montana gives you the actual quality that you expect when you're buying a premier luxury fifth wheel. You'll see storage all down the front there. You know, your nice big oven, very residential style. I mean, take a look at that oven, folks. That is a huge oven compared to most. So nice big space. You have the microwave up top with the wine rack. Big residential GE refrigerator, so plenty of cold storage in here. You know, the freezer down below. You got more right up here. You can see that. There's actually an electrical outlet in there, and the reason for that, folks, is this is washer dryer prep. So if you want washer and dryer in this unit, this is where it will go. You have a little bar space right there, which I love, electrical outlet, plenty of storage all the way up. Right here's your half bath. Come on in, let's take a look real quick. We step in, you'll notice good storage right there, your half bath, right? Toilet, sink, pretty much everything you need. A little bit of storage up top there. It works. You got to come in, do your business. The thing I like about this is it's separate from the kitchen. I know a lot of people get kind of weird when you have a half bath that's close to the kitchen, but it has enough separation that it doesn't feel weird. You don't feel uncomfortable using the bathroom. Stepping into the bedroom, you have a slide-out bed, plenty of room there. Entertainment center here, more storage. And then coming up front, this, of course, is the front bath. And the thing I love about this, as I said, it's huge. You have a ton of space to be able to get ready in here. You have dual vanity. You have all this wardrobe space up front with place for shoes. And then one-piece residential-style shower here, plus a little seat with storage underneath. And again, you have a max air fan. So if you need to quickly, evacuate the air in here, this gives you the ability to do it. So when you're talking about bath and a half floor plans, I think Montana makes a great one. If you're interested in what some of the other manufacturers have to offer, that's great too, folks. As I mentioned before, we have over 20,000 pieces on the lot. We have 80,000 coming in. This is not the only bath and a half fifth wheel out there. If you're interested, text FRESH to 46642, and you can get your hands on one of the Factory Fresh bath and a half models that will lock in your pricing for this show. Making our way around back, a couple great things here. Rear mounted ladder to climb up onto the fully walkable roof, backup camera prep, frameless windows right there. Dropping down underneath, this is pretty great too, folks. This is a hitch. If you want to be able to hook up like a trailer behind you. You can see right here is your four-way. So it's a 3,000-pound hitch there. Let's say you have a golf cart, right? I know that's pretty popular. A lot of people, especially if you go to seasonal or you just want to be able to cruise around the campground, this lets you do it. You can have that trailer right there behind you. Now pay attention to state laws, because a lot of times there are length limits from the back to the very front of your tow vehicle. So you want to pay attention to that. But the fact that it has it just built in is absolutely phenomenal. Big power awning on here, and you have not only one but two awnings. So one on the slide out, another one over the main kind of camp area, covers this entire section. Plus you have slide out covers. So again, any kind of debris, pine cones, sticks, anything that falls on top of the slide isn't going to damage your seals. When that slides in, all that's just going to fall right off. You have the road armor suspension underneath to help give you a better ride. So when you're going down the road, it helps kind of eat up some of those potholes, right? Listen, I'm from Michigan. Despite what she tried to do, our roads still aren't great. So trust me, having that suspension definitely is a big bonus. We drop down underneath. You can see right here, propane quick connect plus auto level. Touch a button, levels everything out. Folks, Montana's all about being easy. And when you have auto level, life is easy. You literally touch a button, then you can sit out right here, open up your camp chair, start worrying about other things, set up other things, right? It takes sometimes some time to level. Not when you have auto level. You can start sipping on cocktails much sooner. You have the stairs right there. It is the More Ride step above step system. Oh, you know what? One of the things I want to show you, because a lot of manufacturers don't do this. A lot of manufacturers will use the More Ride steps, but what most of them don't do that Montana does is put a strut right in here. That's what this little box is. So what that does is, look at this, folks. One finger. I can lift and lower this with one finger. You won't be able to do that on a lot of other brands. So when we talk about differences in not just, bath and a half models, but fifth wheels in general, things like that are things that our specialists know. So that's why, you want to send us that fresh text to 46642 or give us a call at 877-297-8725 so we're able to help you out, get you out on the road, get you RVing and enjoying, life and vacation the safest way possible, because we know it is, we always have, and so many people are starting to figure it out. Another great thing about Montana is this right here, drop frame storage. Take a look at how big that storage space is. They're able to accomplish that with that drop frame. Something else, again, that a lot of other manufacturers don't have. Folks, if you love this one, you love the 3931 FB, and you're ready for $14.55 a day, simply text RV to 46642.
We are a country built on a pursuit that drives us to achieve our goals and reach beyond what we thought was possible. We are a country built on freedom, exploration, and the pursuit of the American dream. So pursue freedom in the great outdoors. Pursue exploration on the road less traveled. Pursue your American dream. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today and see America for less.
We want something newer and a better fit for our lifestyle.
We got solar and satellite internet.
We have 5 boys and we live full-time in our RV.
We work out of our RV every single day, and so having it be white and bright makes it feel a million times bigger.
It's an amazing feeling that you can't replace.
Honestly, we now feel like we're really home.
Discover your home away from home at Camping World.
Coming out of our bath and a half segments, and those are awesome. Now, if you're looking for the bath and a half, you saw some incredible vehicles, and we saw some top of the line too. We saw the Class A's, we saw the fifth wheels, and we saw some really good products. Now, I am so fired up about what's about ready to happen right now, because as you know, if you were watching last week, and we're going to do this every week, it's our customer pick segment. We put up 4 RVs on our Facebook and Twitter page, and here's my favorite part. You actually get to choose one of those 4 that you want discounted. Now, if you were watching last Sunday, and over 2.9 million of you were, we put up the East to West Alta 2100 MBH. We put up the Heartland Prowler 240 RB. We also put up the Heartland Cyclone 4005. You saw that one. A lot of great comments, by the way, on our Facebook and Twitter. And we put up the Forest River Saber 37 FPT. You saw that, and you said, you know what, Sean? One of those needs to be discounted, and I mean discounted big. And which one was discounted? Listen to me. The Forest River Saber 37 FBT. Before we see this, I want to tell you that we're going to do this every single week. And I am so excited to say, as we wrap up our first day of week number 2, this will be our last segment coming up. This is going to be discounted big time. And again, if you have any questions at all, it's simple. You just text RV to 46642, and one of our specialists will take real good care of you. Let's take a look. We'll take a quick break and come right back and look at that one that you decided. And again, we'll have 4 more coming up this Sunday on our Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you check them out, of the Forest River Saber 37 FBT. If you're ready, so am I. Here comes the customer pick.
Welcome, everyone, to my personal favorite part of the show. This is the customer pick for week 2.
Woo!
Yeah,
that was synchronous.
Yeah. I am joined by Tiffany and Caleb from Us the Remingtons. We're going to walk through one of the 4 units that you guys got to pick from home. If you remember, if you follow our social media on Facebook or Twitter, we put 4 different units up there. You get to vote. We get to reveal it. I am super pumped.
Stoked.
We're beyond stoked.
I can't
and they
wait for
picked
this.
a good one.
Oh, it is. It is.
Did they?
No, they picked an absolutely good one, and I'm so stoked to be able to review it with you guys.
Tiffany, why don't you tell them what it is?
It is the 2021 Forest River Sabre. It's the 37 FBT model.
Yes,
What?
it is a fantastic model. Great layout. I love what they've done.
Love it.
I think everyone watching did a good choice this week.
I think they did a fantastic choice. Again, we might be putting our name in the hats for all of these stuff. So thank you guys for helping us choose, helping it narrow down and choose as well.
I love it. Should we jump in, kind of take a look?
Let's
Show
do
everyone
it.
through
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the one you guys picked. This is the Sabre 37 FBT. And starting off, look at that kitchen.
Wow.
Wow.
This
Yeah.
is my favorite. This is my home
Is
spot,
that
the
kitchen in the back?
It is. It is a rear kitchen flat. Here's the cool thing. We just came out of bath and a half floor plans. This is a rear kitchen, bath and a half floor plan, and they knocked it out of the park with this one, you guys.
Do you know what I love about rear kitchens is
Hit me.
because I feel like a lot of times we congregate in the kitchen,
Yes.
but in an RV, it gets kind of crammed when they're in the middle or somewhere else. So I love that it's in the back and it gives a little bit more flow.
Yep.
Throughout the whole rig.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen is a real thing, especially when you're in a fifth wheel. But, you know, with us, we love cooking. I think, you know, most people are thinking about where's the next place they're going to travel.
Yep.
We're thinking about what's the next meal we're going to eat.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm telling you, and Tiffany having her space in the back, that's a huge kitchen. I mean, it's the best.
Wait, Ian, I'm noticing something.
Yeah.
In the back, there is the backsplash. Is that real
Yes.
tile or
Take a look. Well, why don't you zoom in for us? Take a look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. I love what they have done. You can kind of see the weave on there. And the countertops
Super
are
modern.
massive.
Yeah. And what is it? That the pantry right next to it on the left side?
It sure is. Can you open that one up for us, Fritz? Let's open that guy up. Take a look inside. Show everyone what we have. There it is. Look at that space.
I can fit my whole self in there. That's unique though, because normally, you know, at least for us in our Class A and our Class C, it doesn't really have that much of a pantry space.
Yes.
So we're always kind of tucking snacks in like random drawers and random tots. But this you're able to kind of keep everything synchronous and in one spot. And I love that. And it's deep, but it's not too deep where you're having to reach your whole body into it.
It's so true. It's so true. A lot of times I'm the guy trying to get to the top shelf or reaching my arm all the way in the back. But this one looks like Tiff could fit her arm. She could grab everything.
Now those top ones may be a different story. Look
That's
up top.
true. That's
Those
true.
you might need a step stool. But yeah, I absolutely agree. It's a massive pantry and a beautiful rear kitchen. I love the glass on it as well.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
very
beautiful.
functional. You know, kind of has that L shape.
Yep.
Which, you know, when we talk about it, you talked about, you know, a lot of times the kitchen is in the middle. And when you have that L-shaped countertop, it kind of protrudes into the unit and it kind of ruins the flow.
Yep.
Whereas when it's in the back like this, it's a natural flow to go from, you know, the pantry to the prep to the fridge. It's all right there.
But it also gives you more space for prep too, because counter space is real estate,
Yes,
you know, in
100%. Real
rigs.
estate.
So I love that the L actually gives you a little bit more space to prep and also just put all of your ingredients right on there.
I like the fact that there's less edges to where things could possibly fall off. So like if you have items in the back there up against the backsplash, nothing's going to fall off the back of the counter.
Yep.
When you got the island, you run a risk.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, my wife, I love her to death, but she can be clumsy sometimes. It's amazing how many times she will hit an island. You know what? Hangs off a little bit, bumps into it with the hips.
That's me every
Look
day.
at that kitchen sink.
I love the farmhouse
The apron
sink.
front.
It makes a difference, you know, with these sinks that are made, the farmhouse sinks that are in the rigs these days, because yes, while you're living tiny, things stack up pretty quick. And, you know, the older rigs, they have more of a shallow sink.
Yes.
And I mean, the depth of this is a game changer.
And that's, I talk about that a lot, you know, when I go through a lot of units. It's one of the places where some manufacturers will try to save a little money is on the depth of that sink. But as you know, when you use it, you know, especially if you're using like residential pots and pans when you go camping, you need that deeper sink to be able to get down in there and actually make it functional.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then we're also seeing the stovetop, which in our Class C, we have the exact same one, the stove and the oven. and I love it. In our Class A, it was a little bit more crowded, so we couldn't put our pots and pans. Even though we had 3 burners, we only could use really one burner at a time.
Yeah.
But we have been testing this one out, and we've been able to put all 3. We had a saute pan, a boiling pot, and also just a small saucer. Yeah,
I love it.
It's really awesome. So I love it, and I love the tempered glass top on there too.
Yeah, so you get more prep space. You know, it's not wasted space. It's smart.
Yeah, I love it.
The zebra shades too is something that's unique to the Cherokee line. So Sabre falls under the Cherokee line. They have a huge lineup, and the thing that's cool about that is they get to use it throughout all of the different lines that they have.
Yeah.
And they're very functional just because it lets in different amounts of light, right? It lets you kind of control it.
So does it roll up? Zebra shades, that's a new term for me, and I love that. And now I can totally understand how it works. So do you roll it up? Or how?
You do, yep, just like that. There it is. So it is weighted. It's very simple and easy to use.
I love it.
Yep, and here's the big thing, guys. The thing that I love about this one too, right? Not only is it very functional, but because this is the customer pick of the week, do you know what the discount is on this one?
Tell us.
You're getting $2,500 off.
$2,500. You know what you can do with $2,500?
I do. I can do a lot with $2,500.
You can do a lot. Well, we spent $2,500
just on essentials.
Just on essentials for the RV, but it was pretty much all of the essentials that we needed from the RV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So imagine getting a rig and all the essentials all in one swoop with this one deal.
Yep.
What do I got to do to lock that in?
So to lock this deal in with the customer choice, what you're going to want to do is text DEALS to 46642. That is DEALS. That will lock it in. But here's the important thing, guys. We're doing a lot of these, special keywords for this entire show. But for this segment, you have to do it by midnight.
By midnight.
As we go through this, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are going to love this one. You're going to want to write that down. DEALS to 46642. Because after midnight, that $2,500 is off the table. We're taking it back.
Wow.
So if you want to take advantage of it, which I highly recommend, because as we said, this is a beautiful unit, which is why so many people watching wanted to see it.
Oh my gosh.
$2,500 in your pocket, guys.
They picked it.
Yep.
We're just getting started. We haven't even seen the fridge yet.
Full residential fridge.
Wow.
Open that guy up. Yeah, I mean, it's huge space in there. You have freezer drawers down below on it as well.
Now, this is also super important, at least for us who we're a big foodie family.
Big foodies.
Caleb also eats for a party of 3 or 5, I would say.
I have that problem too. I just don't wear it as well.
But I love the space in this fridge. I feel like you could definitely do at least a 2-week grocery haul in here. And then underneath, there's a freezer. And is that 2 freezer drawers or what's in the middle?
It is 2 freezer drawers down there. Yep. Yeah. So plenty of cold storage space. You can that slides back. I think it's taped shut right now, so it doesn't, from the manufacturer, so it doesn't jostle around. And there are travel locks on there too. Make sure everything stays shut. But look at the size of that.
So spacious. The fridge itself already sold me. I haven't seen that in a while.
One of the other things that I really like too, guys, is that underneath the sink on the left-hand side, there is enough space for a trash can. That is a big thing for me. Yes, I don't like having my trash bags. Oh, over right, one more. It's under there, I promise. Directly underneath the sink. Yeah. There it is.
Perfect.
Yes, right there. So as you can see, there's no spot for space for a trash can. I hate having my trash bag hang out,
Yeah.
That's true. We actually, in our Class A, we did have one that was sitting outside, and it did take up a lot of space.
Exactly.
Takes a lot of space, starts to smell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to keep that stuff contained.
I love it.
Yep.
That's awesome. How convenient. And right under the sink.
You think we should move into the entertainment area?
Let's do it.
They're going to be hanging out?
This is my space.
Yeah. Yes.
Tiff has the kitchen. I own this domain. And it looks like we're doing it right with that big flat screen TV.
How big of a TV is that? Do you know?
I believe it is 50. Don't quote me on that. I will have to check. But by judging right here, it looks like it's a 50-inch, which is plenty big.
But the best part
seating.
has to be right below that, the fireplace.
Boom.
Oh, my God.
Automatic start. You got remote control on that thing. It is. I'm sure it can cook that room in a heartbeat.
Well, and so that's what a lot of people don't understand. I've been doing this for a decent amount of time now, and a lot of people see a fireplace in an RV, especially if they're new to RVing. They're like, oh, well, that's overkill. What do I need a fireplace for? And one, I say, well, it just looks cool. But two, more importantly, is the fact that is a space heater. And so if if you're out RVing And most of the time, you don't have to pay for electric unless you're staying there for an extended period of time. That's free heat.
That's free heat.
No, honestly, it is. It hasn't even been that cold where we are. It's probably dropped down to maybe 40s, high 30s. And our propane does keep us warm, but we do need a space heater to kind of keep the warmth consistency going, 24/7. So this fireplace is, and it's gorgeous. It's such a looker.
Yep.
I love it.
It's a big space, 37 feet. That's no joke.
Well,
so having that extra heat source is key.
Yes, and here's one of the things I really love about this floor plan, right, is that they were able to get you a rear kitchen, and then they took the best parts of that I would consider of a front living room fifth wheel, and they put it right in the center. Normally that's kind of the layout you get. You have the couches on either side, right?
Yep.
You get the theater seats. It's directly across from the TV. So they're able to get you that big rear kitchen with all the countertop space. You get that front living room that everyone loves, and you still get that extra master bath up front that we'll see a little bit later. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. You can comfortably sit at least 10 people in there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And the theater seats are powered too. So
Wow.
yeah. So it has
Tell
a
us
light.
a little more.
So it has a light. It has a vibration setting, a massage setting.
Get out of town. Do you got to be hooked up to shore power for that, or is that?
Yeah. So in order for that to work, you do have to have shore power or generator power.
Okay.
But with something this size, right? Most of the time, you're going to be at a campground. You know.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's
a
great.
massager though. Can we just go back on that?
Yeah. Right.
A massager.
I know. It makes me sad that we're doing it up here and not in the unit itself, right?
Sit in it right there. And so do any of these sofas pull out into a bed for extra sleeping space?
They do. So that's one of the really cool things is both those sofas will pull out. They're trifolds. So, if you have additional guests that want to stay the night, the kids, the grandkids, friends, family, you have a place for people to sleep.
I couldn't tell you how many times in our Class A, we had people sleeping on the floor. We had people sleeping on makeshift beds outside.
Cots,
so the fact that they could come in this rig and we can have a nice, comfortable spot, because there's nothing worse than going to someone's house and they don't know where you're going to sleep.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
This is unbelievable. I love it.
And they're both trifold sofas, which, for the industry are the easiest ones to set up. It takes just a few seconds, and they're very comfortable too, compared to, I don't know about you guys, right? But growing up, I would go to a friend's house, and once in a while I'd have to sleep on the pull-out sofa. And there's nothing worse than pulling out a sofa and seeing the center of it is this thick, and you have a bar right there.
Right in the middle of the back.
Yes.
It's the worst.
Yeah, so I'm definitely glad to be rid of that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And again, those shades, I still can't get over them.
Shades and the floor, just gorgeous.
And the flooring, that's something that we didn't talk about yet. I think it's really beautiful. It's rustic, but modern, but it has kind of like that cozy cabin feel as well.
It does.
But it's not being overtaken by any of like the any crazy wallpaper on the sides. I'm very I'm all about aesthetics.
Sure.
And white walls.
Yeah. And you're not alone in that. A lot of people are, and Sabre I think has done a great job of, like you said, taking those design elements and really just making it work. And I think this space right here is killer. Like you say, you can have 6 people in there. Everyone can be having conversation. And if you're in the kitchen, making a snack for everyone. I'm a big fan of charcuterie boards. I say this all the time.
Yes,
I think it's because
my jam.
I think it's because I grew up on Lunchables.
Lunchables, I think so, yeah.
Right.
It's the adult Lunchables.
Fancy Lunchables.
Yes, but you can still be part of that conversation. Even though you're in the kitchen, everyone can still be part of the conversation, but you're not. A lot of times, if it's a center island, I feel like if I'm cooking, like I'm in people's way, right?
Yep.
But here, that's not the issue at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's
great space.
Let's spin it around, and Fritz, can you take us upstairs or show us? Let's see the half bath, buddy. 'Cause this is a bath and a half. So let's take a look at that half bath. Pop in there real quick. And here's the cool thing is that this is super easy. The reason I love this, if you notice as we were going in, it's like right across from that entry door.
Yep.
So, so if you're hanging out outside, you need to quick use the bathroom, you can run in, do your business, head back out. You're not bringing dirt all the way through the camper to get to the bathroom.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
I love that there's a half bath though on the main floor, because again, if you're hosting a lot of people, this doesn't mean that they have to run to your bathroom or the bathroom in the master.
Yep.
They have a place where they can freshen up as well. So I think that's really, really neat.
Yeah,
and location
absolutely
is key, like you said. So good.
And you got the big linen closet over to the side. So if you have anything else you need to throw in there, extra hand towels or whatever else you have the extra storage there.
I will say they're killing the storage space.
Yes.
They've thought of it all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amazing pick, you guys. Amazing
yes,
pick.
very well done. And the storage, I know we're not going to see it right now, but the storage outside is actually pretty incredible too. There's a ton of storage out there. And we talked about cooking. There is an outside kitchen out there too, guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so for everyone watching, if you didn't know when you picked it, you know now. Let's, Fritz, can we head upstairs a second, buddy?
I love that we can say
go
upstairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's go upstairs.
Upstairs. We're in a fifth wheel.
This I love, right? You talk about the aesthetic piece.
Okay.
Like for me, like the bedspread, the headboard, you got the farm style door
and what
on
size
there.
bed is that, Ian?
In this one, you can get two different options. You can get a queen as standard, or you can get the optional king. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you want a king bed in there, it is definitely doable.
We definitely need the king. We have a little 18-pound dog, but I swear he's like 6 foot tall. When he sleeps in an H, we need all the space we could get.
I'm Oso, you are me, Caleb's Caleb.
Yeah, yeah.
He literally starts this way and rotates and then
And by the end of the night, I'm off the bed, tips on that side, and the dog just took over.
He makes the H.
He makes
the H, and the king size bed, honestly, is the only way that we can manage in any of our RVs. So.
Yeah, that's very understandable.
Yeah, I love this, but I love that it's separate, and then I also see that there's the extendant of looks like a huge bathroom.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing. We can head in the bathroom. There's some stuff in the bedroom. Let's go in the bathroom first. We'll make our way back out because this is it, right? The front bathroom is really what this unit is about. And you can see right there how much not only space you have.
You have a Jack and Jill sink.
Exactly.
What?
That's one of those things I call the marriage saver, right? Because I don't know about you guys.
It's very true.
Yes, yes. My wife and I will fight over getting ready in the morning. Who has the sink? I'm like, I need to get ready. She's like, so do I. And this right here just saves everyone.
Well, he can keep his beard shavings in his sink.
Yes.
And then I'll be able to keep my sink nice and fresh. But this is amazing. And wow, look at that shower. It's very spacious. I love that there's a seat.
Yes.
I'm pregnant and I'm only going to get bigger. So I don't think I can stand on my 2 feet that much longer these days.
Take
so
a break,
take a little break, mid-shower. This is
the other thing I like about the seat too, and my wife uses it quite a bit, is to shave legs.
Yep.
Right, so it gives you a nice little spot. And
look at you. You're such a great... Kudo points. This is really wonderful. I love the attention to detail.
Yeah, that is.
Good husband.
Yeah. You hear that, honey? You hear that at home? That's right.
But yeah, shaving legs, it is a game changer.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep, you got plenty of shelving in there too for your shampoo, soap. Nice door on there rather than a curtain.
Yeah.
A little bit of upgrade there.
Wow, look at this, more
Tons
storage.
of cabinet space for clothes and
shoes.
And here's the cool thing. Fritz, can you open that other door and kind of turn the camera a little bit to the left? Can you show everyone? So if we're able to get in here, right down there, there it is. So that right there is washer dryer prep.
Washer dryer port.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That is honestly like a must.
A must.
Yes.
A must. That would make it so much easier just to be able to hook up a washer dryer, because we're probably going to the laundromat, especially because we're outside and like hustling and bustling. Everything's like dirty.
Got a dirty dog.
We're doing laundry at least once a week.
Yeah.
So to be able to have something, at your own like access in your own home, this is huge. I love that.
And that's the thing, guys. It's a great floor plan. It has great access. You get the washer dryer prep. And because this was the customer pick this week, this was the customer choice out of those 4, we're doing $2,500 off, as we said, and that only lasts till midnight.
Midnight.
But you got to text deals to 46642. And we had, so not only do we have the storage to the side, but look at that.
I love the barn doors. If we take a step back, you can see that it's a barn doors. And let me just point out that it is a full-length mirror.
That is.
Okay? I know the women out there, and I know the gentlemen too. Love the full-length mirror. We're always buying one. We don't know where to put one. The fact that it's on the doors already.
It's true.
Amazing.
Yeah. Every time we'd pack up our old rig, we had to, store the mirror, make sure it wasn't going to break, put some. Nope, not with this thing. Already attached. Beautiful.
But I love the barn doors too. How gorgeous is that?
I can't believe how modern they're looking, coming straight out of the factory.
Yes, right. You don't have to modify anything. It's gorgeous.
Nope.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
That to me, is a marriage saver because we spent months renovating our old his Class A motorhome.
Oh, yes.
And the amount of fights we had and the amount of arguments we had over, how to design something.
Yep.
Hey, that's it.
Right out of the gate.
Right
I
out
love
of the gate.
it. And there's so much storage space in there.
Yes.
So much room to hang your clothes. I love the option of hanging. I love the option of being able to put extra baskets underneath.
Yes.
I'm a big shoe kind of gal. So,
Covered there.
there's so much options in this closet. And it's incredible. This bathroom in itself is, I feel like, larger than most spaces in any other rig. I love how separate it is.
And the height, right? Like, I'm a 6 foot guy.
Sure.
You'd think if I'm upstairs in a fifth wheel, I'd be like sideways. But I took a walk through, half an hour ago, and it's amazing. I still got another 6-7 inches above my head.
Yeah.
So you could fit a couple tall dudes in there.
Well, and the other thing I like about that too, Caleb, is that it makes it, when you're staying long periods of time, right? It just makes it easier to do. If you have a little bit lower ceiling height, sometimes it might feel a little closed in, and get a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
You get something big like this, it's meant to spend a lot of time in. Now, you can take it out for a weekend, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have those tall ceiling heights, you have a big kitchen, lots of storage for all of your stuff. You have the double vanities there. You have washer dryer, so you don't have to leave to go to the laundromat.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, it's very flexible. If you just want to go out for a week, a weekend, or if you want to go full time, it is available, and it's a good option for all of them.
I love it.
Yes,
I love it. And that
this.
bedroom slides out too, right? That's.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of slides, how many slides are there total, and where are the slide outs actually located?
So you can see you have one right here in the bedroom, so that slides the bed out, which is what gives you kind of the walk around bed and all of that space to be able to walk around in there. You can see there are 2 more slides in the main living area, which extend. But take a look real quick before he walks down. Hold on, Fritz. Hold on. I want to show this. I want to talk about the storage. There we go. This right here. So look at how much storage you have here in the bedroom too.
Wow.
It's hidden, right? Normally that'd be wasted space, but I love that they actually utilized it and put something there. And it's hard to tell on camera, but that is extremely deep storage.
Wow.
Yeah, and then if we go back down, Fritz, now I'll let you go down. Thanks, buddy. You did an awesome job. So if we head down here, you can see that you have kind of the slide outs on either side, which is...
Oh, yeah, I see that now.
Yep, and that's what opens it up and kind of gives it, again, that front living room feel that I talked about, because that's very common in the front living room. You have those dual opposing slides, sofas on both sides.
Yep.
And not only does that make it big and open, but it also allows you to open both of those sofas into beds at the same time.
Oh, I love that.
And it gives you that extra space.
You wouldn't believe this. We almost bought a rig without slide outs.
Yep.
Did you really?
It was
almost.
It was the scariest thing, the scariest realization that we had.
Yes.
We had no idea because we were first-time RV buyers. We didn't really go on that many lots or anything, and we were just like, yeah, a slide out isn't that. I mean, what? It gives you only a couple inches. That's what our thought was.
Yeah, sure.
And those couple inches are like feet in rooms in a small RV.
Yeah.
So we went to Camping World.
Went to Camping World, checked out, and we're like, wait,
Yeah.
it slides out.
And we're like,
look how much more space we have for activities.
yeah, no, it was
push-ups.
crazy. So it was a night in saving grace that we went to a Camping World and saw the different kind of layouts, and we're like, okay,
That's awesome.
we are not settling on something that doesn't have slide
So
outs.
something like this has 3 slide outs. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, right? Because as first timers, I do hear that a lot, because there's always a fear, of oh, it's gonna leak,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, like you said, if you come to a Camping World, you go out on the lot, look at how many units have slide outs versus ones that don't.
Right.
I mean, it's almost hard to find units without slide outs anymore.
It's true.
And if they leaked, that wouldn't be the case at all, right?
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, guys, I agree. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous unit. I think this was a wonderful pick for this
You guys
week.
did a great job.
Incredible pick.
Yes.
We're going to continue to rely on you guys for these picks. You're going to help us in the future.
Yeah, that's perfect. And like Tiffany was saying, guys, we have a pick every week, customer pick by you. If you haven't voted on this one, you want to make sure you do that next week. And what you want to do is follow us on Facebook or on Twitter, and then there'll be a poll up there with 4 different units. You get to select it. Whatever one is the most popular that you select, that is the one that will get the discount that week. And this week, guys, $2,500 off this saver.
$2,500.
But remember, it ends at midnight. To take advantage, make sure you text the word deals to 46642.
From sunup to sundown, we are designing your next big adventure, building your family vacation, delivering your memories that will last a lifetime. We know it's more than just an RV, which is why we are working around the clock to bring over 80,000 RVs fresh from the factory to our stores, to your driveway or campsite. Built by Americans for Americans and starting at less than $5 per day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today.
How about that customer pick? That was amazing. And, we talked about doing this every Sunday. We're going to put 4 RVs up on our Twitter and our Facebook page, and you get to decide which ones that you want discounted. And that was huge. I mean, you did a big discount.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and what can't you do with a little over $2,000? You know what I mean?
Oh, heck yeah. We were talking about accessories.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that we put the power into the people's hands.
Yes.
And speaking of picks, we also have some amazing kitchen essentials.
Yes.
And Ian, do you want to tell them a little bit about their pick?
I would love to, yes. So this pick is the Robert Irvine series, and we've partnered with Robert Irvine, and he has an amazing collection of kitchen essentials. We saw that beautiful kitchen in the Sabre, and you have to fill it with something good, right? You have a gorgeous kitchen, you have to make sure you have quality product. And the pick of this week was this guy right here, which is the 3-quart slow cooker. It's perfect for queso, any other kind of dips.
Chili.
Exactly.
I know it says it only serves 3+ people, but I feel like that's not the truth. I feel like you can definitely get a lot more servings out of this. And I love that it's compact and it does the trick, and it's amazing. I need one myself.
Right? and here's the great thing. You can get one, and because it's the customer pick, Tiff, you're going to get 15% off. Yeah, all you got to do is text deals to 46642. Anyone watching, same deal, 15% off on that bad boy. And it is, again, a wonderful selection of items with the Robert Irvine collection.
All I want right now is some queso and some chips, because that's what you were talking about. And again, I love that it's compact and it comes right out, goes right onto the table where we all like to sit around and gather and have a beverage or two. This has been such an incredible day. Ian, you've been so busy, my man, but we ended it in a great way because you gave some big discounts out, and we got the customer picks out of the way. Tiffany, I know you've been busy. You've been having a good time?
Having a great time.
This is what it's all about, of course, and we're talking about some experience here as well, because she and her husband Caleb have been out and doing some wonderful things on the road in your new Class C, enjoying that.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about, making sure that we talk about the products that you want to see. This is a national tour, and here we are in the Northeast enjoying day number 1 of week number 2, and we've got an incredible, incredible day coming up tomorrow, because we are just getting started, Ian.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw what we did last week, 2.9 million, and Sean, to be quite honest, I think we're going to beat it this week.
I would love that so much. So tell everybody you know, get online, copy, share everything that you have on your Facebook page, on your Twitter, everything we want to see from your YouTube. Share it to somebody and tell them, hey, listen, this is the time. These are the deals. It's our national, it's the Ultimate RV Show national tour. So, and we're having a blast bringing it to you. So on behalf of all of us, I'm Sean Parr, Ian, Tiffany. I can't wait to get started on day number 2.
It's going to be a blast.
Here we go.